Hello, wonderful peoples. Welcome back. It has been 18 hours since I last saw you. Um, I'm not kidding, Simon. But I am your friendly neighborhood Prax. Welcome back. This is our Witcher one shot. And look, I have a Simon. There's a Simon. Simon, introduce yourself.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Simon, not wandering DM. Use he, him pronouns. And tonight I am taking part in this epistolary based session, I guess, from what I understood, of Kovir with Love, with returning beloved mage and all around nice guy, Cadeyrn of Cadeyrn.
Nice guy. He's going for a nice guy title?
He is just the nicest person in the world and has never done anything wrong in his life.
Absolutely nothing. Totally nothing wrong in his life. There is
He's just a
not
little guy.
there is not like a giant missing building in northern Kedwin that doesn't exist anymore because of him. You know, totally
I deal in urbanism on my
uh,
free time. I
urbanism.
do urban planning. Yep. Just redecorating, you know.
Yeah, redecorating. So hi everybody. This wonderful Simon has agreed to be here because Cadeyrn has been haunting this narrative for a while. Since the beginning, but really haunting the narrative recently. So much so that he has mail. A lot of mail that needs to get addressed. And sometimes it's really a lot of fun to be like, hey, friend, come get your mail. Come get your shit. Right? Like, come get your stuff. But I have a question for you, Simon.
Yep.
It's been 30 years. It's been 30 years since we last saw Cadeyrn. Admittedly riding off into the sunset with a witcher. Well, sunrise, I should say. It was morning. You got on a horse, you left. It was a thing.
Yeah. And I mean, things happened in between.
Things happened in between. Things did happen in between. I know some of what happened in between. I know that Cadeyrn and Brenna are still a thing, apparently. I know that Brenna's husband is finally dead. So, there's that. I know that Cadeyrn started a school. How's that going for him?
Um, that's a good question. If I have anything to say about it,
Well, you do,
I
because
think
it's your
the
school.
school would not be more than a dozen pupils.
Makes sense.
Um,
Yeah.
Probably like there's assuming that this is, say, or 30 years later, so I'm at my maybe like second cohort.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably a TA, like an extraordinary apprentice, that, stood out from the lot in the first cohort that I just said, you know what, do you want to be my apprentice? And he stays and he helps, and then like it's the machine has started, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still very much just uh Cadeyrn trying to teach magic to a bunch of sources um without the same rigidity and frivolousness that was pervasive in Bernard.
Ah,
And I realize it's kind of a not an oxymoron, but rigidity. Yeah, frivolous and rigidity don't often go together. But yeah, in this case, I think he wants them to take magic seriously
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because of, things that happened in his past. Um, but also, he's not going to discourage anyone from um, experimenting, which he had been discouraged from doing. I'm still
Control.
going to keep an eye out on anyone who decides to be curious about necromancy or. or demon worshipping. But
Yeah, you know the true problem sites, the things that will get you dead, possibly destroy the world. You know, all of those little things. You know, but I mean, Cadeyrn has been had experience with both of those.
Cadeyrn's Xavier face, yeah, kind of. Yeah, yeah.
Not
Um,
not not well, he never committed necromancy.
no, no, but he did delve a lot into mutations, which was sort of and still is like his main um uh interest in all things magical. Like as far as he's concerned, he's not showing his students how to do anything, but in his own free time, he's still learning about mutations and uh the way to sort of make witchers easier
Mm-hmm.
because we're still in the golden age, right? So
Yep.
there's still like a truckload of monsters. Um and so it's a problem that needs to be resolved, and it needs to be resolved in a way that isn't fucking oh, what's his face? Alzor's.
Yeah, Alzor's
Alzor's methods, you know?
violence, burnt earth, torture, all of those things, right?
Yeah. It would be, I mean, the mutation process is always going to be violent. But it's he's trying his best to, make it so that you have a higher than three, like 30% survival rate um on Witchers. He hasn't experimented on anyone yet
Mm-hmm.
because he's still looking into it. In game terms, right, he's still leveling up his mutate
Yeah.
ability. And he's not going to do anything until his mutate is at level 10. Um, because he would probably never forgive himself if he killed someone experimenting on them.
Mm.
He already felt bad about what happened to Banard.
Yeah, he feels bad about Banard.
Um,
And I mean,
but he's never gonna let it show.
and I
And I
mean,
mean, I know that like Brenna comes and goes, so he's got plenty of time to study.
so much time to study, to learn, to improve. So I have a question for you then.
Yep.
Um, the night before Imbolc, Imbolc, the festal spring, where do we find Cadeyrn?
Uh, Wait, it's the spring, what, spring equinox, basically?
Uh, technically, yeah. Well, it's the first day of spring, technically.
First day of
Right.
spring. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay, okay.
it's Imbolc. It's the February festival. The end of winter, the
Um,
beginning of spring.
I think given that we've never established really where his school was.
No, according to all reports, no one knows. No one knows exactly where that school is. He only reports about it existing have been going through a certain lawyer in Novigrad.
Um, Give me just a second. I'm looking at the map.
Always a thing in a Witcher
I
game.
think I think he would have placed it um oh yeah, yeah, yeah. South of Mahakam, there's There's a place south of Mahakam next to Brenna and Sodden, I think. I don't have the big fucking map up.
It should
Just
be pinned in the chat.
in your chat?
In the Kovir with Love chat. Yeah,
In
it
the
should be.
Kovir?
Yeah, it should be. There it is. Scroll down. Big old map.
Ah, yes. Cool. Engrin.
Oh, and Engren?
Yeah, I'm thinking probably northeast of the E of Engrin. So like you could
Just,
draw a triangle between Drugsden, Cadeyrn, and like where that school is. Or maybe like one mountain pass east of Rivia.
yeah.
So it's sort of dead center of the world, so we can get people from both like the south and the north, and you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he would, if it's in the morning of like the first day of spring, he would probably be
The night
on a
before.
balcony because every
The night
good
before.
mage tower the night before.
Yeah.
If it's the night before, I think he would just be in his room, which has a balcony,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mages.
by the fire, just pouring through like an anatomy tome, uh with maybe like half a bottle of schnapps already drank, and he's
Mm.
got, a glass in the other hand that he sips from time to time. And he's just like reading. Sometimes, to his right, there's this low table with just like scraps of paper with like a quill that he just jots down, like he jots down notes when he finds something interesting in the book. And of course, the way he's sitting, he's got like his artificial leg crossed over his uh, still meat and bone leg, with maybe like the using the prosthetic as the rest on which, like,
To rest the book on.
to
Yeah.
rest the book up on it. Yeah. Um, a weird improvised lectern in a way. Um, and yeah, he would just be doing his reading. I'm assuming that this is like a time when Brenna is not visiting or anything like that.
Probably. I mean, it's the end of winter. She probably had to go back to the cat school.
Oh, right, they do that.
Right? Like, it is
I
a thing.
forgot that people have school, says the guy who owns one.
Says the guy who owns one. Yeah. Forgets that Wishers winter with their schools.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, mine's more in like a boarding school type of thing.
Yeah, none of yours leave. So
No.
question. After, Aelerin's rebellion and the fallout of that, how have things been for you guys?
By you guys, you mean the school?
Yeah, just wondering, any changes there, any concerns with, tensions of an elven sort?
Well, I think from what we discussed before, he had not thrown away, more like stored the ruby medallion. He kept the pin, the brooch.
Mm-hmm.
That one he always has on him, just in case,
Just in case.
Uh,
That hairpin does serve lots of things, but,
but otherwise, yeah, everything from his, let's call it, previous life was just stored away in like a wardrobe. And he's tried very hard to avoid looking into like the NL, the hunt, anything that might like ping him that they could use to ping him somehow by just having someone asking questions about the multiverse or
Yeah,
planar travel or what have you. So
you know,
he's kept
definitely, definitely
oh
hiding that is what I'm hearing.
yeah. Yeah. And this isn't even something that like it's not even a topic that they learn at this school, college. Um I guess I'm gonna call it the Cadeyrn School for Gifted Youngsters. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. We'll work it out.
Look, we don't have an invisible super jet. We have teleportation. It's better.
True. I guess the biggest question is, do you have a standing portal to Aretusa? Or have you not convinced the ladies there that you need it yet?
No, I think the point of the College for Gifted Youngsters is to offer something that is outside of any um of the main schools. Like I'm basically I don't want any influence from Aretusa or Gwyn Hall from well, Banard doesn't exist anymore. But like if anything, he might have communication mostly with the Griffin School of Witchers
Hmm. Griffins are nice
because
folks.
of shared um I mean, look, I date a Witcher. They can share their secrets. It's fine. Um
Hmm.
but but at the same time, anything that I also figure out in the ways of mutations and such would be shared uh with them. But it is again, it's something that he would keep secret from
Hmm.
the rest of the class.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you're not going to share your connections to certain people. That makes sense. I understand that. So, this quiet, contemplative night before what is, to all of the elder folk and large chunks of the North, a holy day, holiday, holy day, kind of the same thing, right?
Hmm.
Festival. Hey, Cadeyrn.
Hmm.
A more than a letter, less than a package drops in your lap. Quite literally.
By more than a letter, less than a package, you mean like a stack of letters?
Like
Like
perhaps
it's
a
not like a
single.
box or
No, no,
anything.
no. It's like a single envelope that's perhaps slightly overstuffed. More like, like a padded envelope.
Hmm. Hopefully there's nothing weird inside when I open it. Uh,
I
but
mean, you
yeah,
can
he
magical
is.
training it if you want.
Well, it appeared out of nowhere. Would there be a way to know through magical training, uh, like who sent it?
Possibly. Depends
Let's
on what you
try
roll.
that. 21.
It has Alianor's magic on it.
Hmm. He would close the windows, lock his door, sit back down, and then open the package when he's sure uh that he's not being eavesdropped on by the kids or anything like that.
So you pick it up. Can you roll me awareness?
gonna put a point of luck in there. For a 17.
It's not her handwriting on the outside of the envelope. It's not one of her seals. It's her magic, but it's not one of her writing or her seal. But the writing is familiar. And the smell is familiar.
Simon has an idea, but as Cadeyrn, where would I have smelled that the last time?
To your understanding, a dead man.
Last I checked, dead people smell like rot.
No, I mean, like, I don't remember. What was Carrick's cologne?
I don't know, but I figured this is it. This is what it smells like, right?
Yeah, exactly.
By this point in time, Carrick, sorry, would have been dead for what, 50 years?
No,
70
much
years?
longer than that. Almost 80. Remember, it's 30 years or later.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if I have 128 as Cadeyrn's age, but that would be at the end of Road's Home, right?
Yeah, no,
Or did
120.
you?
I did it. I fixed it. You
Okay,
had
he was
what?
98. Okay, cool. Okay. So
Yeah, because he was right. I did the math.
almost 100.
Yeah, you said 88. So I did 30. No, it's no, correct. We are correct. 128 is correct. Yeah, we did the math. We did the math correctly.
Okay. So, that would be
Almost 80 years?
almost 80 years, yeah, because Cadeyrn was in his 40s. Look, for now he doesn't think too much of it in the sense that it reminds him of something, but I mean, a cologne or perfume in general, like none of the scents are unique, right? This
No.
is something that could be someone else. Although if the writing is different, is the handwriting Carrick's handwriting? Would I remember that from back when we were students at Banard?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Have I, over those last 30 years, have I heard about the rumors of this guy who's impersonating Carrick?
I mean, I thought you may have, like, I heard a rumor that you were, like, sending creepy notes in a slightly stalkerish, unsigned fashion.
I
About,
was?
yeah, I mean, like, I seem to recall a conversation where you were
Yeah,
saying, give me back, you took his face, kind of thing.
yes, thank you. Yeah, because okay. So I am aware that this doppelganger exists. And now he's using my cousin to send me mail, which is kind of weird. I'll have to let Eleanor know that this person's not someone to be associating oneself with. Who is it addressed to? Like just Cadeyrn? Like just my name?
No, it's addressed to your formal title, Cadeyrn of Adairn, Mage of Banard.
Okay, sure. This is very official.
It's got a nice heavy seal on the back.
Do I recognize the seal?
Yeah, it's a Carrick's signet.
Okay, but well, I mean, Simon knows who Carrick. Oh, Carrick. Yeah, Carrick. Sorry.
Carrick's signet. Yeah,
For some reason, yeah.
It's okay. Don't worry. You haven't had to have this problem. I have.
Okay, but it's a signet ring. He might have looted it a long time ago on the real off of the real Carrick's body. Plus, I mean, heraldry is something that you can research and find out, figure out and shit. I'm gonna open the letter. I'm gonna open the first letter.
So there's a letter, and then there's a letter inside a letter.
So like when I open the first one, there's a, you mean like a folded piece of paper, and inside the folded piece is another envelope?
Yes.
Okay.
So the first letter is now visible to you in the Roll20.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Note with cookies?
No, the other one above it. Or below it.
Okay.
Yeah, no. The cookies are a thing I have. Dearest Cadeyrn, doubtless you are surprised to hear from me at all, given the past few decades, but when this letter passed to my hands, I felt it was necessary to ensure it found you. Eleanor is very much still alive, despite what she might have said to the contrary. The truth is somewhat more complicated. Like an unmoored ship on the open sea, Eleanor is now without an anchor, following the death of Eredin. The way she would describe it is that, as a navigator of the NL, her anchor is her way back home, back to herself, after the relentless and far journeys her dreams take her. In essence, without an anchor, she is losing herself, finding it hard to remember those she called family and people she has been. She would not place this burden on you, but the Cade I knew, who I held close, would never allow this kind of loss of self, loss of memory of who they loved, no matter how distant and different you have grown. I cannot imagine a world where you would. From what I have gathered, there are two facets to her affliction, biology and magic. As I understand it, the sole remainder of Eredin, his skull, now lies in your hands. I beseech you to study its properties, or indeed present a sample to the doctor attempting to treat Eleanor's illness now. If we understand the biology of this anchor, we may be able to replicate its qualities in another individual, or perhaps even an item or location. And I know no better living mage on the subject of biology and mutation than I do you, now that Alzor and Javik have passed.
I take this as an insult. Because it means that if Alzor and Javik were alive, I would be number 3, which is not true. I would be number at least 2, if not 1. I'm just saying. But this fake Carrick doesn't seem to, know this.
As for the woman herself, I have her in my care at my familial home in Kovir. Regardless of the circumstances, I would suggest upon you the importance of visiting her, whilst the time remains. As for me, do not worry. I will ensure that I give you the space and privacy you would need for such a meeting. In the meantime, I have remanded her to the ministrations of my personal doctor, Sir Runa Berta. I pass on this letter to you in full, along with the contents Eleanor meant to enclose. I trust you understand the dialect it was written in. Yours, as I have remained, Carr. P.S. Eleanor has asked that I pass on the following. Tell my boy he's safe.
Cadeyrn looks to the letter, then to the wardrobe with all of the stuff, and back to the letter. He's going to set it down.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going to open the other envelope first.
Mm-hmm.
Before doing anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's another one.
Yep. It's 2 pages even.
Oh, this one is having a bit of a problem to load. Ah, there we go.
This one is written in NL.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. You know it immediately that this is written in NL. This is in Alienore's hand. Her perfume is all over this. There are
I should
two
let her know to
rings.
stop soaking paper perfume. Yeah.
There are two rings that fall into your hand when you open it.
Oh, okay.
Mageling. It has been many years since we could just sit and chat. I miss that. I know that is my own fault. But you know that I have always been aware of what you have been up to. Your school has been growing, and people have been discussing how beneficial it has been for those touched by chaos. I am so proud of you. Your parents may have been provincial peasants, but I have always been proud of how you worked to be the best you could with your gifts. I would have been just as proud of you if you didn't have magic. But that magic has always been a beautiful part of you. I know my sister and her husband would have been as proud of you as I am. You'll always be my mageling, my little blessing from chaos. When I thought all of my sister was lost to me, your impish smile and glittering bursts of chaos reminded me of the joy she had when we were young. I am so glad you found happiness with Brenna. The two of you have been so good for each other. Seeing your joy in the last 30 years has brought back some of the joy I thought lost. My one wish, however, was that you would stop dithering around and ask the love of your life to marry you. These rings were your grandparents. I helped your grandfather make them. May your future be as full of joy as theirs was. Gavril has been dead for years now. Stop wasting time, Mageling. If you're reading this, then I know I will never get to see that wedding. But know that even in death, I will know when you finally decide to truly commit to Brenna. I met your Carrick recently. It really is him, not a shade wearing his face. Javik's sins are worse than you know. He ensured that you could not see as you should. Forgive yourself and actually speak with the man in person, instead of merely sending disconcerting unsigned letters. It might be good for you both, and for Cadeyrn. And just as there was nothing you could have done to save Carrick then, there is nothing you could have done to save me now. My fate has been sealed since Eredin finally died. No guilt, Mageling. These were my choices. Do not blame yourself. I did not wish to burden you with things you didn't wish to further deal with. I had brought you too much stress, Mageling. I would never burden you with this. Seeing you joyful has been everything and has brought me the greatest joys and comforts. You may have been my sister's grandson, but you will always have been my boy, my Mageling. Love eternally, your beloved aunt, Arwen Brockard Koch, Alienor. May the stars always guide your way home.
Okay, but just how expensive do those rings look?
Oh, so she had them made. And she only used one jeweler. The same one that made the hairpin.
Mm-hmm.
So, interwoven Celtic knotwork, detailed cut work, small emerald, cabochon emeralds, and opals. Oh, they are magical, by the way.
What do I need to roll to see what type of magic?
Oh yeah, you would need to roll for it. You know immediately that they're magical. You need to roll for it to find out.
Ooh. I don't remember if I had the diagnose spell. Well, that would be a 29. But my spells are all on the
Yeah, your spells are all on the other sheet. I'm sorry. That's the one thing I didn't move over.
No, it's fine. I'll go and grab it real quick. I'll just like make a screenshot of them just in case.
Yeah, just in case you need them.
29 on magic.
On the magic, they're low, they're magical. I mean, like, but they're also a low level protection ward. They're not going to, they might, for mechanical purposes, give you like a slight boost to your dodge escape and a slight boost to your resist magic, like a +5.
Okay.
But they're not like great works. They're well made. They're beautiful. They're definitely made out of the, but they're made out of silver and gold. They're not made out of the blend of the platinum alloy that's not from this plane of existence.
Yeah. I would have doubted them being
Yeah.
of extra planar
Mm-hmm.
origin. Okay, I got the ones from. So I did not have the Dino spell anyway. So
No, you didn't. You had the ritual of life, though.
uh, yeah, Ritual of Life, Telecom, Cleansing, Imbue Trophy. Okay, well that is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
The letters are in her hand. It's her magic all over them.
yeah, I don't doubt them. I'll put the rings aside. Brenna's not here anyway. I think he's just gonna like pocket them, put them in a satchel,
Mm-hmm.
and remind himself to work on a proposal. But this is so far away in his mind right now because skull. I need to look at this skull.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where is it?
If it's in the wardrobe with everything else.
Because I mean, that's the one question. We knew that you
It,
kept it. We burned the rest of the body. Brenna wanted to keep the skull as a trophy.
yep. Yeah, if it's home, it's in there with the.
Yeah, I can't see Brenna. If she had to leave it anywhere, she would have left it with you, right?
Well, at some point it started to rot anyway, so you kind of need to
Treat
work
it.
on it a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the wardrobe is a dedicated wardrobe to like everything that every memento we kept uh from that previous adventure. Uh, and the skull has got to be like on a shelf
Mm-hmm.
there next to some of the other things, which I should have taken note of them when I was on the other Roll20. But some of the other possessions that we had,
Yeah.
his sword is still like propped up against the end of the wardrobe.
Which one?
Uh,
Eridan's or yours?
Mine,
Oh, well, yeah.
the Elven Messer. The only thing that's not in like that Cadeyrn used before his like the crystal staff he got
Yeah.
near the end. This is something that he still keeps and uses to walk around
Mm-hmm.
when he needs to. But otherwise, it's like the clothes he was wearing at Brenna's wedding and Brenna's and Gavril's wedding a long time ago. Some of the armor that he had near the end, like everything is stored in there, and
Mm-hmm.
probably some of Brenna's stuff that she doesn't bring along with her.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's going to pick the skull up from the shelf and just huh. So holding it, oh, where's my skull? Ah, fuck, it's upstairs. Well, here I have a tiny octopus. Tiny octopus will be skull. How can you still be a fucking problem even after you're dead and utterly decomposed? I just hope that this is the last time we have to deal with you. Because Brenna's not here, he's going to set it on a table. And I could just smash you to pieces right here. And I think that's what we're going to do when all of this is over. Get rid of you. Get completely rid of you. He pokes the skull. I never used magic training on it.
Nope.
I don't think that was something that he had thought of.
It's a skull.
It's a skull, yeah.
From a guy that Brenna decapitated.
No, that's it.
Like, epic one-shot decapitation.
Let's put in like 2 luck points and let's go with another magic training. Well, this skull is utterly mysterious.
At a 17, it is a... Well, here's the thing. You can roll... Magic training is going to be useful, kind of. You don't... There's no necromancy coming from it. There's no Goetia coming from it. There's no active spells coming from it beyond anything that you may have cast in the recent past. It's a skull. If you want, you could roll, what is it? What is your green line again?
Reverse engineer, distillate. Well, distillation is when I craft stuff.
Yeah.
Well, no, because the skull itself is not.
Yeah, that's the problem.
An alchemical solution.
What did you roll to vivisect?
Brenna?
Yeah.
Mutate.
Yeah. Maybe mutate?
Sure. Can you give me 2 seconds? I just gotta BRB real quick.
Yeah, go right ahead. It's fine. We'll sit here and we'll discuss the fact that Cadeyrn kept a skull. Cadeyrn kept the skull, I would like to point out. Brenna kept the skull for a while, but now Cadeyrn's holding the skull of a very important individual. But it is a thing that I'm sure will be not a problem in the near future, right? Like non-existent issues. How we all doing out there, internet? I'm going to sit here and hopeful for answers, maybe more questions. You know, classic Cadeyrn. Avoiding the emotions he doesn't want to deal with. And now he has a skull to deal with. I do love the fact that Aridin is still haunting everyone. Wouldn't want a rider of the Wild Hunt, the king, the ruler of the Wild Hunt, to have an issues. But yes, Alienor is in a bad way. Alienor, mechanically speaking, is in a very bad way at the moment. Oh yes, and Crit would like to say, I just want to remind that we are supposed to take notes for Norden, so please speak slowly into the mic when you're screaming, wandering. Yes, we wouldn't want any important emotional breakdowns to be missed. We need to make sure that all of the notations are correct so that Norden can get all of them when he finally gets to see this in the future. It's, you know, a thing that might be a problem. But it was a lovely letter. I did write, which one? The one I wrote or the one someone else wrote? Because they're both there. But, you know, it's a thing. Oh, look. Simon's back. That. It's okay.
Hello.
So you have a skull.
Mutate.
You did well. You rolled. We gave you mutate for vivisection, so 20. This This is going to sound so awkward. But you are a mage. You have studied
Yes.
biology. You have studied complex biology. You have studied biology of both humans and witchers and elves. The skull in front of you is not like the skull of either a human or an elf you are familiar with.
No, because this. Well, I mean, he's an NL, so I figure there might be like a.
Well, they're not herbivores, first of all. Um, he does have an extra a row of bicuspids. Um, the cranium is extended. There is a larger sinus passage leading to better circulatory and breathing systems. If you were to consider it biologically speaking, he is superior to humans inherently. Just, you know, based on what you're looking at. But what question are you looking to answer, Cadeyrn?
Well, I think I figure I have to have a lab
It's your
so that I
building,
can
of
run
course
my
you do.
own experiments and all
Yes,
that.
exactly.
So I think, you know, if looking at the skull doesn't yield much more, because there's something about it, um, I'm gonna bring it to the lab. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna pluck a tooth
Mm-hmm.
out of it, or several teeth if needed, to run tests to see, you know, how like in alchemy, how you would distill certain ingredients, because you need like a specific
Are you looking for,
compound out of
are
something.
are are
I'm
you
trying to
are you looking for blood analysis within the tooth, or are you looking for something else within the tooth?
no, it would be basically like, let's say I compare this to a regular human tooth. I
Mm-hmm.
must have tomes about it. I don't have to pull out my own. Um, I'm trying to figure out, because this is for a doctor, right?
Yes.
So I'm assuming that this real Carrick um is uh, is going for something that is more of the mundane instead of the magical.
I
So that's like
mean,
his first angle of attack. Like, let's see if the skull itself has some proprieties, like properties that I might need to grind the skull down to like powder or something and mix it with something else. But I don't want to do that right now. Let's start with like little bits just to see if there's anything to glean from that.
roll me either magical training or alchemy. You'll get different answers.
I had nothing in alchemy because I relied solely on distillation.
Oh, yes, that's right. You have distillation. Never mind. So distillation or magical training, you'll get different answers.
Let's go with distillation. And
So you're grinding it down. Um, this is perfect. Cadeyrn, you are hyper focused and fixated on this issue, but there's something pinging in the back of your mind. Something pinging just sits needling there, distracting you. Why does a doppelganger know personal nicknames?
yeah, I think that distracts Cadeyrn just long enough
Mm-hmm.
to fail the distillation.
Yeah.
I think he comes up with the with an answer fairly quickly, which is probably like Eleanor is probably right, and it's more likely, like, even if Eleanor is wrong, it is indeed more likely that Javik messed with me and Orcarik in the past way more than a demon took his face type of thing. And that the nicknames and um, some of the digs in the letter are probably because it is the real Carrick. Um, but right now, the most pressing concern is figuring out why this skull, right? Why Aradin is required to save Eleanor. Um, Finding Carrick, even if it's like next week, right? Um, it's not one more week that's going to change everything. But in the case of the skull, it might mean, life and death, even though the way the letter made it seem, she was already dead, but not.
So then I guess the question is, how can you determine how Eleanor is without seeing her?
Well, that is a good question. I was hoping to analyze the skull a bit more and then leave in the morning,
I mean,
not in the middle of the night.
you can definitely analyze it more and leave in the morning. That would make more sense. I mean, you wouldn't want to show up in the random middle of the night.
With
Somebody
nothing.
might.
It's more like he doesn't want to show up with nothing. Because there's no
Nothing.
point in using magic that is, a substantial amount of magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
To get somewhere and then be like, ah, shit, I gotta teleport back to home to,
Wait. I'm
keep
sorry. I'm
analyzing.
sorry. I need to ask this. Cadeyrn is being responsible with teleporting?
Cadeyrn is older. He's 30 years older.
Oh, okay.
Um,
He's being responsible
and
with teleporting. Okay.
it is not like the end of the world.
This is true. This is true. It's not the end of the world.
And he has a school that, he needs to make sure that nobody freaks out if he disappears in the middle of the night and doesn't come back for like weeks on end.
Yeah, that would be awkward.
Um, so I think that's like his main concern right now is trying to get something out of this skull. Um,
You're out one tooth.
yeah, but I'm looking at the spells that I have because some of them
I
I
mean, it's
don't
also been
remember what they
30
do.
it's also been 30 years. You could have picked up new spells because you kept a shit ton of books.
Yeah. But I need to figure out the ones that I have first. Where's Cody? Cody. The fuck? Ah, there we go. Okay, it's the one that grows the plants. I was trying to figure out if I had the thing about what's it called?
I need more.
Not to lose like materials.
Oh, to not lose materials in an alchemy distillation.
Yeah. So that,
Yeah.
if I had that spell, I would have used
I
it
mean,
already to make
yeah.
sure that
Yeah.
before I do
I
anything.
mean, that you probably would have learned it from one of the books because that was a thing, that's something that would interest Cadeyrn, right? Like that's a
Yeah, alchemical recovery. There you
there
go.
you go. Yeah.
That's the name of it.
Yeah, go ahead. You can roll it.
Oh right, I have to roll spellcasting.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're fine.
You're fine.
It's a novice spell.
Yeah. You just need to not fumble.
Yeah.
Or not more accurately, not explode your focus, right?
I'm not even using any at this point.
This is true.
For novice spells, I mean, it's not like.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
After calling down meteors.
Mm-hmm.
It's not doing some novice magic that is gonna require me to get all the armament out. But
Yeah.
okay, so if it doesn't do that, okay, this is dumb, but he probably did it in the past and just doesn't remember. But like, do I hear anything if I shake the skull?
No. Well, I
Okay,
mean,
cool.
like, assuming you processed it correctly, no, you do not.
Yeah. So there's nothing like rattling in
No, no,
the.
no.
Okay.
Assuming you processed the skull correctly and there's no longer any soft tissue, there's nothing there,
Hmm.
right? Like, the differences
I
in
would, yeah, I would
biology
have
are.
had to make a hole in a way to let the brain matter leak
No, you
out.
wouldn't.
Well, I guess, yeah, from like the base.
Decapitation happened. That
Like,
means the spinal cord is severed and the rest of the base of the skull is there's a hole there already.
yeah, and I figure it's big enough to
Yeah,
get our fingers in and
yeah,
remove
yeah.
stuff. Okay.
That's what
Um,
tweezers are for. Unless, of course, you want to do the Egyptian way.
I think we did it the least respectful way
Oh, so the Egyptian way, where you take a bunch of hot pokers,
and
stick
just
them.
melt it. Yeah.
No, no, stick it up in the nasal cavity, swish things around, and pull it all out.
He was already dead. He doesn't have to complain.
Yeah.
Uh, ah,
And Alienor wasn't there, so it didn't
okay.
matter.
Here's something that he's never thought of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Looking inside the brain cavity
Yeah.
as best I can. Um, is there anything, I was gonna say unnatural. It's not on anything inside the cavity that is different from what I would know is inside like an elf skull's cavity or a human skull's cavity. Like, does he have like some weird bone growth inside for some reason or what have you? Like any basically mutations, right? That
Yeah.
genetically the NL would have that are also different from.
I mean, he has the genetic structure of the skull, like the structure of the skull itself is different, it is inherently different from humans, right? Like it is much more similar to an Sheed, but it is not in any way, it's different than a human's. But if you I need to ask this question. Have you studied an Ansheed skull?
And shade probably yes. Because I mean, there's a bunch of them in the world. They die.
Yes.
It's just the
And you studied one probably in Banard at some point. It was just more along the question of, did you take one of the ones out of the wall before you left and tore the building down?
no, I think in Banard anyway, the way we would have learned about them is definitely these were not elves who had donated their bodies to science. I don't think Banard was using volunteers.
Well, they weren't using
Uh,
volunteers when they stuck a bunch of people in walls. Now, were they?
no, neither. I don't think I have like an Enshade skull on hand, so it would have to be from memory.
Okay. So looking at it, right? Um, Looking at it, there are differences, right? Like they're obvious carnivores or uh obvious, they have bicuspids, they have
Yeah.
canines, they have, they are designed to eat meat. There's an elongation in the hinge of the upper and lower jaw so that you can extend his jaw slightly more than would be expected for definitely for against humans. The size and shape of the cranium is enough to give the implication that there, and you would have figured this out when you were processing the skull, there is a larger brain than humans had. Similar to an Ansheed, but the differences are I don't want to get into the very bad, non-existent, it's stupid and fucked up discussion of phrenology, but if one were to consider phrenology, the differences between an Enshid skull and an Anel skull are the difference between, or perhaps the differences in shape than one might see from a phenotype of East Asia versus Caucasus steppes, right? Like they are similar and almost indistinct, but there are minor differences based on environmentals.
Okay, so
This
it's
is
not
not
like
me saying that phrenology is a real thing.
No, but like it's like studying the skull of a Neanderthal versus a Homo sapiens. Like same species, but clearly some things are different because of generations of
Yeah,
whatever. But it's
exactly.
not so different that they would have like some sort of like weird alien organ in their brain that
No.
I would have never thought of. Okay.
No. And actually, the difference between Neanderthal and Homo sapien is the difference between humans and elf. The differences between the NL and the
Yeah.
Enshid are
Closer.
closer.
Even though they've been separated for
1,000 years, yeah.
like millennia. Yeah.
Well, thousands of years, yeah.
Okay, so there's nothing special about the skull itself.
Not that you can determine right now.
Okay. There's two things he would then I'm gonna put on a note. Things to do tomorrow. Basically before going to see the doctor and and all that. There's okay, 2 seconds. There's a letter to Cadeyrn in the handouts. That's not for me.
No, you wouldn't have read that. That doesn't exist. You just know.
Okay.
You the only
wanna make
reference
sure.
to Cadeyrn that you would have known is in the letter that Alienor wrote, and Cadeyrn is one of the NL she introduced you to.
Okay.
One of the few that she needed you to know was existing, and she would have introduced him as your cousin.
Okay. So I don't know where they are though.
I mean, you do. If you trust Carrick's letter.
Well, that's the thing is in Carrick's letter, I'm rereading it now. Familial home in Kovir. Okay.
Yep.
And I would have known, have I ever been to his home in Kovir?
I mean, as I recall, you were at least once.
Yeah, but I mean, Banard is also like the other end of the continent. Let me see. Yeah, and even Portal, I need to have recalled that place.
I mean, not necessarily. You could just roll high enough. Or teleport, you could just roll high enough.
Yeah, I mean, teleport would be less taxing. There's another thing that I want to do, though, before leaving for Kovir.
Yes.
And that's going to be also in the morning. But remind me, during roads home, had we ever found a place of power? And if not, have Cadeyrn, have ever found a place of power within those 30 years?
You did not find any during Rose Home.
Okay.
You were, as you left, you asked about the question of whether you could, you were asked Brenna, it's like, have you ever heard of a place of power? Let's see if we can find one. So it's possible. What would you say? Did you find one with your girlfriend?
I would say yes, because I need one right now to test something.
No. Oh, really?
Um,
Yeah. Which one did you? I mean, like you know of the one in Aretusa, right? Like that. Everybody knows that, but you're not getting in.
no, 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 no. I want one to be, somewhere in the wilds, wherever. Basically, to
Mm,
to explain my idea
yeah.
is technically, places of power resonate with people with chaos and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Um, I want to see if I bring the skull to a place of power, would I be able to glean something out of like the resonance of it?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
because clearly, physically speaking, it doesn't seem like the bones have anything to do
Yep.
with with a chemical ingredient that would be used to create like a cure.
Yep.
But there might be something magical in that case. And that's my other angle of attack. So before I go to Kovir and pop in and be like, hey, I have no clue what's happening. I'm
You would
going
have
to try to
found
get one
you
clue.
you need to try to get one clue. Um, Cadeyrn needs to get a clue. Wow. Wasn't that like half of the conversation from Roads Home?
Look,
You finally did.
I am 30 years more mature.
You were 30 years more mature. I would like everyone to take a moment and clip this. Cadeyrn is mature. Er. You would have found one probably. Uh, oh, this makes a lot of sense actually. Um, at the eastern foothills of the Kestrel Mountains. Kestrel Mountains, excuse me.
Foothills of the Kestrel Mountains.
So
Okay.
just north of like that K in Kedwin, northwest, I guess.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay. Cool.
You know,
Then
totally important. Totally a thing. It's fine. Now that
then
Kedwin exists.
we're gonna go there tomorrow. It's
Hmm.
gonna be the first place. So I think he's gonna quote unquote start packing up.
Mm-hmm.
Packing light, let's face it. Um, but still, um, just getting some of his stuff, his staff, um,
The armor.
uh, well, I'm not expecting trouble, you know? Uh, I don't have most of my inventory, but yeah, it'll be like the staff, the elven staff, the armor,
Yeah.
um, and probably like any alchemical substances and components I would have still lying around at home.
Yeah, you would have
Like,
had plenty then.
basically bringing with me everything I think could be useful to this doctor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and uh, and then of course I'm going to show up unannounced. Like I'm not writing a letter back.
Yeah, yeah. Um, you have plenty of alchemical substances. I'm just looking through your list of stuff. The giant list of stuff from Roads Home.
Yeah, I've opened it up in another tab too. Um, yeah, like forget about all of the like regular items, right?
Yeah, for all the
He,
random stuff.
he's
Okay,
not bringing any of
I
this.
guess the most important question is: are you bringing any of the power stones?
Yes. The power stones,
Mm-hmm.
the well, that's cool. It's basically like the last three items: power
Okay.
stones, the rune rights tools,
Mm-hmm.
the rations in case, because we never know.
Yeah.
Um, and then all of his like components and alchemical substances,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and also the telecommunicator because I have a telecommunicator already set up at the school, to
Yeah.
exchange with other like the Griffin School, all that. but that if my TA needs to reach out, then, I'll have a telecommunicator somewhere else. I'm not going to tell them where I am.
Okay, I have an honest answer here. Have you made it a portable size? Because we all remember what the size of a telecommunicator is, right? Like, it's a giant thing.
Yeah. It used to be in a carriage.
Yeah.
And it still is that big. Like, I'm just gonna have to bundle it up.
Uh-huh. Okay. And take it with you? Okay.
Yeah. Like it's not something I put in my pocket, right?
Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be. I want everybody
it's
to
my
picture.
1990s portable phone, right?
No, it's worse than that.
Oh yeah.
You're carrying a TV.
Yep.
You're carrying an 80s TV around.
Yeah, with the pylon that goes outside in the street and the cabling that the whole shebang.
Yep. Okay.
It's fine. Like this is where technology is.
Yeah.
So
I have one last question for you before we take a break for the evening.
Yeah.
Which are you more stressed about, Cadeyrn?
It's a good question. If you qualified stress as something purely negative,
no, not necessarily.
More stressed about what happened to Eleanor to get the that requires this very, very strange and unique remedy, because he's less. So he's not anxious at seeing Carrick. He's more like nervous, excited, because then it's the real Carrick. So whatever, I probably am gonna have to apologize or something. But like that's really not. That's neither here nor there. Like at least my old friend is not dead, and that's like good news, right? So he's not negatively stressed by that. It's more the again, the wild hunt, again they're messing things up, and again Aradin has done something to Eleanor, and like it feels like we'll never put this behind us for good. And that's the thing that like stresses him the most, because it's like, sure, like assuming in his mind that the solution, the remedy is going to be more or less easy to create when we figure it out. It's like, yeah, but it's this today. What is it going to be like tomorrow? What is it going to be in 5 years? Like it feels like even though the hunt is destroyed, things just keep happening over and over and over and over, and it's like this is the part that is mostly preoccupying him the most. Oh, it's not so bad. The telecommunicator is just like 10 pounds.
Oh, okay, then that's not that bad. Not that bad. But so yeah, you can get a night's rest, Cadeyrn. And we'll take a break. You can stretch, bio, refresh, do all of those things. Hey, internet, I'm going to run the ad break. Also, as I didn't say in the beginning, yes, you can donate luck for Simon if he needs it. Right now, I think he's at like 5. No, people
I'm
donated.
at 2 left.
Oh, 2 left of the donated stuff?
Oh, I haven't
1, 2, 3, 4.
The donations because I wasn't
there are 4
sure.
donations. There are 4 donations for you.
Oh, cool. So I would be all the way up to 6.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, they get to go give you up to 25, so you have 4.
Damn.
You have 4 right now.
Cool.
And I have 15. It's great. But also, yes, we are still running the charity that we are doing for World Central Kitchen to support Gaza. And yeah, that's mostly the benefit mechanically is mostly for the vampire game. But I did say, because people pushed for this, Simon.
Okay.
Blame Pope for this, okay? I want you to understand. Blame Pope for this. No, blame Norden for this. He's the one that threw it out there, and then Pope picked it up and ran with it, okay?
It's kind of mean though to blame Norden for this because like at least Pope is in chat. Norden's not even here tonight.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. But
So like, he can't even defend himself. Like that's the worst thing. Like imagine if he could defend himself and he can't. Like if he
fair.
was like a button away, but he can't do it. Like
Yeah. So
how
I don't know. But anyways, but the
infuriating it
point,
would
no.
be.
But Simon, you don't understand. He threw out the idea of, if we get to a big enough number, would you do a one shot with math? And then Pope said, why don't we do it for $1,000 to bring back math?
And did that work? I
said,
haven't checked what your charity is at the moment.
We're only at $225, but we have
Still.
the rest. Still.
You're a quarter there.
I would like to point out that, yes, I did say if we get to $1,000, I would ask Trooper, and I would attempt to survive the Lord Math experience again.
Cool.
But it would also have to get Billy. I said we would have to have Billy because we'd have to have Arzo to ride herd on math.
Yeah, you need like a straight man.
Yeah. Speaking of merch,
to bounce math off of.
To be honest, but yes. So, anyways, internet. The link is in chat. Feel free to use it, donate it, share it around. See what happens. We thank you for any donations that you make. Thank you for any support that you bring. Thank you. We'll see you in a little bit. Stretch, bio, refresh, all of those good things. And we'll see you in a few. everyone. Welcome back. We hope you stretched, refreshed, bioed, got all of that kind of thing. I have whiskey. I'm good. I have cookies. I'm equally as good. Simon, how are you doing?
I have coffee. I'm good.
I
I
kind of
don't need much.
if you didn't have coffee, we'd be looking for. That's when we look for a doppelganger. If Simon does not have coffee, we look for the doppelganger.
I had decaf during the debrief on Sunday, and it showed near the end of the episode.
That's fair. That's fair. But you know, Cadeyrn has packed. He's slept.
Yep.
Is he telling anyone he's leaving?
He's telling the TA.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what their name would be.
Oh,
yet.
look, it's a trooper.
Hello.
Hey, trooper.
So he's telling the TA,
mm-hmm.
I'll be gone for a while. I don't know how long. I'll be back. You have a syllabus anyway, so just keep following it. You'll do great. If you need to communicate with me, I'll set up my telecommunicator where I am. Don't worry about a thing. If anybody goes into my quarters, I will fry them alive.
Okay.
Have fun. I believe in you. And then poof, I teleport. Or I fail to teleport. That's the thing.
We will find out. You get to roll for it. Where are you going?
The place of power in Cadeyrn, in Cadeyrn first.
Yes. Yes.
Do I? What is the staff again?
It's +3.
It's a focus 3. Okay.
Yeah, which means it's a +3 to your roll because it's a.
No, it lowers the cost, but I don't have
it lowers the cost and it lowers the DC, and because the only way to lower the DC is by your spellcasting, it's always a +3 to the roll.
Basically, yeah. Okay. Do I put it in? Do I put it in the modifiers or?
Yeah. Well, unless it's already, it should.
No, because it's a new sheet.
Oh, because it's the new sheet. Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Add +3. 35.
35.
You've been there. It's a heartbeat. It's easy.
Voop.
I have a question for Cadeyrn. You've worked so hard to avoid certain things in the last 30 years. Did you stop using that little bonus you get to teleportation, portals? You know, that little extra twist of alternative magic that you have.
Oh, I'm not using that. No, because like I'm wearing the pin. Mm-hmm. The point is to not
draw attention.
Not draw attention at all, you know. Mm-hmm. So no. This is the by the book normal teleport.
Mm-hmm. By the book normal teleport. It is a very by the book normal teleport. So you appear in the foothills of the Kestrel Mountains, just on the eastern side of the Kestrels, just into Kedwin.
And
roll me awareness or magical training, one of the two. You're going to get different answers with the two, but you know.
Start with, magical threats just in case. 18 for magical training.
18 for magical training. It's a place of power. You can feel it. It's the base of a waterfall, small pool. Extra. It's almost like carved out of the water itself is carved it out of the limestone at the base of these foothills. It's colder up here. Technically, it's spring. It is Imblok, but still cold. There's snow on the ground. There's a sharpness in the air.
I didn't think to bring any winter clothes. Cool. Let's not stay there longer than we have to. It's okay. Only one of my 2 feet can be cold.
This is true.
So I'm gonna start by just trying to feel out
Hmm.
the ebb and flow of chaos around this place and around this Eridan skull. You know how like a Witcher's medallion vibrates when there's magic or something supernatural nearby? I'm trying to detect sort of the same kind of phenomena that could happen. I mean, they never explained the magic behind the Witcher's medallions, but
No, but
like,
you've been able to play with one for a few decades now.
well, yeah, the cool thing is by my sole presence, it vibrates all the time. So yes, Brenna and I have played with the medallion quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So does it do the vibrate?
Mm, roll me magical training, and I'll put that awareness to use.
I'm gonna put another 2 point of luck
Mhm.
in magical training, so that's a 22.
Oh yeah, by the way, audience, you can donate luck to Cadeyrn. He might need it. A 22. With a 22, we'll put a pin in it. As you look around this place of power and the water, it's just cold enough that there's a slight sheen on the water, but the water is running, so it's not frozen. Um, but there's snow on the ground. There's no wildlife anywhere near you. No birds, no small mammals. None of the above. No fish in this.
Little weirded out.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Just in case. No, no, I'm not gonna cast any magic because if I do, it might fuck up with the experiments I'm running. But I'll keep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping aware of there might be something that will potentially jump
Yeah,
jump me.
you're paying attention.
Yeah.
Um, with that 22 magical training, um, ask me 3 questions.
Okay. What kind of magic is this skull attuned to?
I mean, nothing on this plane of existence.
Yeah, no, but more like the 5 elements of magic.
Like a cross between water and earth, but again, slightly off. Just,
Like a Nenel version of water and earth.
yeah, basically.
Okay, okay. Okay. Second question.
Mm-hmm.
Water magic can both destroy and heal.
Yep.
Um, no, wait, that's earth magic.
Well,
Earth
earth
magic
magic
can
can
destroy.
destroy and heal, and water magic, well, it can fuck your day up
It
if
does
done
stuff,
correctly.
yeah. But from the earth perspective,
Mm-hmm.
is it more aligned with the healing aspect of earth or the destructive aspect?
We're destructive. Sort of. You remember what happened when the hunt came to a place?
Yeah, it would drain but it's draining the water out of things, right?
No, it's
Is
draining the
that it?
life force out of
The
things.
life out of things.
So, you know, if somebody had an understanding of magic, of the magical understand, if you had a magical doctor with an understanding of life, and they could perhaps do that same thing, is
Sort
it
of like use it in reverse to sap out, like how you would say we're talking about a parasite or a virus. You could use that magic to destroy the life of that parasite specifically because it drains the life
or
of like stuff
even
around.
or even take it to a next step by saying you could drain the life of, say, a plant to heal someone.
Yeah, okay, okay, okay. Okay, well, my third question
Mm-hmm.
is, could the skull be used then, since magic is just an
Mm-hmm.
aspect of life? Could the skull be used to drain magic?
Not by itself, right? Like, it is not a magical artifact at this moment. It is a
No, no, but
skull.
what I mean is more like because I don't think we've ever experienced it with the hunt where they teleported somewhere and I or Math couldn't cast magic.
No, you did do once the second time Eleanor came to the castle, and you made the decision to go to into the zone of that you knew that you would take a penalty to the magic that you cast. You took that. It was either the -5 to magic, or you take 5 hit points of damage every time you cast a spell.
Yeah, okay.
And
But
you gave her a portal out.
yeah, okay. So it does do that. Did it? Okay, I know this is like a fourth question,
Yep. No,
but
no.
it's
I mean,
sort
it's
of
a
a
clarification.
tangential to the third.
Yep.
When I teleported with the skull here, did it feel like the skull itself was draining the magic around and the life around? Like
No.
if I just look around me, the location where I landed, save for the grass I've trampled with my feet.
So no, but no, the presence of the skull did not drain any life force when you landed here.
Okay.
However, if you look around, you will notice what looks like a number of plants that were drained previously. Indeed, you can look out as you look down into below you the slight valley just to your south, or just to your east. You see a homestead of a small fortified hamlet, really. But you see rows of grain that are frozen over. Nobody harvested them.
Are there, looking down the valley, if there are fields of grains and such, there should be like farmhouses.
Like I said, there's the remains of a fortified town.
Okay. It is ruined, like it, or does it look intact, just nobody's home type of thing?
I mean, from here, you can see some scorch marks, but it doesn't look like it's entirely burnt to the ground. You'd have to get closer to see.
No, but it the scorch marks are enough for my
Mhm.
the questions that I had basically. So this happened way before I showed up with the skull.
Yeah, no, it happened way before you showed up at the skull.
Okay, okay. So that's cool because I mean, less cool. Might be a dragon. Just put a pin in there.
Yeah.
Um but at least the fact that I didn't hear any animals, anything like that, is not because showing up with the skull, I immediately killed like a school of fish
No,
that
no, no,
happened to be in
no.
the river nearby.
No, no, you
Because
did.
I don't think we've ever. No, because technically, since we got Erden's skull at the end, the very, very end of Road's Home, like
Mhm.
I don't think Cadeyrn ever teleported with it.
Probably not.
So that hence my question, right? Because
Yeah.
it's kind of the first time it happens. Would suck to teleport to Carrick's home and then just have everybody die
Yeah, that would
um,
seriously suck.
because I show up with that. So I'm going to, because I'm gonna maybe need to apologize for some shit. And what better way to apologize to a fellow mage than to give them fifth essence? So I'm gonna draw on the place of power. And also, I want to check the thing about the third body problem with the skull at the same time.
Okay.
I do know the ritual of whatchamacallit.
Ritual of Magic?
I know I don't have the ritual of magic. No, because the ritual of magic is the one that lets you do it for wherever you want.
Yeah.
No, so it's from the place of power, and it's I have to make a DC 20 endurance save immediately, or take 5d6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
What's my endurance? Cool, 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 cool. I'm gonna drop 3 points of luck in there. I don't think chat gave me
You
anything more.
time gave you one more.
Time gave me one more, so let's do with 4 from chat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I still have one more point of luck left, just in case. Well, I didn't need any luck. Yay! I get, what is it?
Was it a D6 of fifth
No,
essence?
5 units of fifth essence. I also get 10 IP to be used to learn new magic, but I don't care. 5 fifth essence is more important.
Hey, Cadeyrn.
Yeah.
Could you roll me resist magic?
Yes. I would also like to know, because as this drawing is happening,
Mhm.
my 3-body problem,
Yeah.
keeping an eye on it. Do I also need to roll something to
You can roll me a magical training for the whole ritual usage and therefore 3-body problem of your skull friend.
That would be a 20 for that one.
Okay, 20. Cool, cool, cool. Roll me resist magic.
Yeah. Where's resist magic? I'm gonna put my last point of luck in there. 22.
22. You're fine.
So what's happening?
The skull is sitting there.
Shush, baby. I'm on stream. Shush.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's okay, the counter is there for a reason. Oh, that reminds me. I have to update another counter because Trooper did a thing on Friday.
Hey chat, I have 0 luck left, just so y'all know.
Mm-hmm. And everybody in chat can donate up to 3 to give Cadeyrn luck if he needs it. But it's a skull. It's sitting there.
So it doesn't, like, magic doesn't gravitate towards it in any way when I'm drawing from it. Okay. And it's not showing any special properties of it being inherently magical.
Yep. It is not a magical artifact. It's just some dude's skull.
Okay. Well, that's good, I guess. Take the skull. And next cold place. Oof. Teleport.
Hmm. You're gonna teleport.
Nope, I'm not.
I mean,
I failed by 7. No, wait.
Do you
I did
spend the
not
10?
fail by 7.
Did you spend the 10 stamina?
Yes, I'm gonna spend the 10 stamina for controlled collateral. So it becomes a fumble by 2.
So fumble by 2. I would like to point out that 2 people just gave you luck. If you would like to spend that 1 point of luck so you still succeed on the teleport to a location that you know. Because you
Oh,
need a
yeah.
16, not a 15.
Yeah. I'll spend a 1 out of 2 luck. And that's 20, 13. Okay.
Cool. So you will take the 2 points of damage. I figure part of this is on one hand the place of power, but on the other hand, how's Cadeyrn feeling in this moment?
In that very moment,
Mm-hmm.
cold
Mm-hmm.
and a bit miffed that he got information, but he's more miffed that like his 3-body theory didn't yield anything in the end. He thought that maybe the skull was something more important than just some dude's skull whose probably just DNA is going to be helpful to that doctor.
Mm-hmm.
But no, if you were thinking, is Cadeyrn thinking about Carrick or anything like that?
No.
He's way more thinking about picturing the house properly, so he shows up there.
Yeah, the much more than house, right? It's much more than a house. It's a
That's probably why. That's probably why I roll like shit. I might not remember exactly what it looked like. Like, has Carrick's parents renovated in the last century?
well, his mother's been dead for as long as you've known him, I believe is accurate, or within like a year or two at least. His father's been dead for 70 years.
Oh yeah,
His
but like if it's
sister has been running the principality for the last 70 years.
it's the castle that's on like slide 4 on
Yeah.
your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like there was probably like one less building last time
Mm-hmm.
I showed up there or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Roll me. Oh no. No. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Mm-hmm. Hey, Cadeyrn. Oh, no. Not Cadeyrn. Hey, Carrick. Cadeyrn shows up on your balcony when you walk into your room after those 3 fights.
Oh, for the love of... I've taken off half my clothes.
Oh shit, everyone! It's an Orden.
Have I been
He
here the
was here
whole
the whole
time?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I will defend myself. I think having a bad man on for a good cause is worth it.
Hey,
Especially if it's
Trooper.
played by friend.
Trooper, you're in chat now. Just so you know, someone, not me, put through this idea that if we raise $1,000 for the charity that we are currently raising money for World Central Kitchen, hi, World Central Kitchen, charity, do the thing, that I would subject myself to the Lord Math experience again. There you go. But Carrick, Cadeyrn shows up on your balcony as you're half undressed, recovering from 3 bouts in the lists.
I'm wearing what looks like the lower half of the undergarments from my armor, 1 boot, and just carrying a bundle. Which I dropped, actually, because I saw you and I just freaked out a little bit. You couldn't use the front door?
Well, I figured, with you not being a demon, we're longtime friends. Like, what is a front door? You know? I got you this, and I'm gonna toss the 5 bundle of 5 essence. I don't know what 5th essence looks like, but I got you this. It's,
Just put it on the bed. Why
sure.
are you
Why
all...
are you dressed like a knight? Are you role playing? Am I in the middle of something? I'm looking for someone else in the room.
He's, to be fair, he's like really sweaty and wet, and his hair is especially artfully wet. Uh,
All the more
almost
reason
like
to
a,
think this is a sex thing.
yeah. I mean, I did roll. What was it? A 31 seduction.
33 seduction for the entire
33.
Oh,
audience.
Jesus.
Yeah, and it's still in effect, man. I'm like that, but I'm less stressed than I was when I rolled it. So, um, what I you have no, it's not a sex thing. I haven't had sex in. I mean, no. Whoa. Let's start this over again. You thought I was a demon?
It's complicated, but in summary, Javik.
No, you don't get to come here, land on my balcony of all things, toss some fifth essence my way, and say, "Well, it was Javik, so we're friends now." That doesn't.
Okay, but before we do anything, I am also carrying an entire telecommunicator. Is there a place I can just prop it down?
Just toss everything on
No, 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 no.
my
It's in
bed.
case my students call, and I'm just gonna set up the communicator on the balcony.
Avail yourself of my bedroom. It's fine. It's
It's
not like anyone
temporary.
else is using it. It's fine, Cadeyrn. Just I'll put on some clothes.
Sure, you can. I mean, you can also you're wet and it's like freezing cold outside. You are going to make yourself sick.
First off, that's not how the science works, and you should know that. And second off, I'll have you know that I was in quite a fight, and this water is mine. Thank you very much.
You were
I mean, I
fighting
summoned
in
the water.
armor. Yeah,
I've
we haven't talked in a while.
fought in armor for a very long time.
And it goes with my theory that you weren't yourself. What kind of mage would joust like a fucking noble?
Oh, joust. No, more of a gladiatorial arena sort of thing.
But why? You can get
Well, I
yourself
thought
killed.
like that would matter to you.
Well, it did matter, as a matter of fact, 80 years ago.
Yes, 80 years ago, and you just walked away.
Yeah, because you were a demon.
God, I don't know what mysterious mind magic you've done to your head, or
No,
what
it's
torturous excuses you make. No, no, no. You shut up for a second and let me finish this. I don't know what you've planted in your thoughts, but I was trapped inside of a demon, not turned into one, and it took a dimeritium bomb and a druid to get me out of it.
that's a strange combo. That druid, you wouldn't have happened to get his name.
Korath,
Okay, good.
what druid are you talking about?
No, nobody you should meet anyway.
Well, there's still
Look,
dimeritium in my arse.
I'm so sorry about that.
Uh huh.
I, uh, that must sting?
It's in the blood now, it's fine. And then I came to school. I came to school, healed up, ready to see the man I loved again. The man who I became a man with for the first time. And I found you in the arms of him, pretending I don't exist.
See, that is that word. That's the problem. That word's the problem. Pretending. I wasn't pretending for all intents and purposes. You were dead and gone. And believe it or not, or actually believe it because it's the truth, I could not see you. As in I could not visually recognize or even acknowledge that there was someone occupying the space that you were occupying. I learned about a fake character through hearsay, grapevines, and news. And I'm like, I knew the real Carrick. By the way, at this point, I've sat down on the bed. Um, I knew the real Carrick. Do you not think? And I mean, okay, you went through hell and back. I'm not trying to. This is not the sadness Olympics. I don't know what Olympics are, but I'm not trying to compare here. It's just how would you feel if I like let's imagine a world where I can die and imagine it happens. And then, years later, some upstart in armor shows up and starts calling themselves Cadeyrn and acts and seemingly has the same um mannerisms as I have. Would you think, because remember, in this hypothetical world, I died and you know it. How would you fare with this doppelganger? I feel like writing passive aggressive stalky letters was probably the least problematic thing that could have happened.
God, I wouldn't have given up on you. I would have hoped against hope that you were the real thing. I would have faced you head on.
Okay, but imagine that you saw me die. No one gets brought back from the dead. No one. That's the one truth about how everything works. When you
You,
die, it's over.
you and I both have met necromancers before.
Okay, I'm not talking about a shambling corpse. Gee, Telly. I'm talking about someone, flesh and blood. There are Dopplers, Carrick. There are people who make their whole lives fucking impersonating the dead.
The moment I died, you went around and fucked my uncle.
Javik was your uncle?
That's right, Cadeyrn. Turns out you've got a type and that type is my bloodline.
You
Because
wouldn't happen to
Javik's
have
my
a
uncle.
distant sister?
No, but I have an auntie. Well,
She a
I've
witcher?
plenty. One of them certainly is.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Congratulations, by the way.
Wow, I really have seeded your whole genealogical tree.
Well, you haven't done much seeding of me. I was more the other. Never mind.
Well, you were dead.
That's the thing, Cadeyrn. I was still struggling inside that demon when you saw it take me, and you just assumed I wouldn't be able to make it out after, trying for all of 2 minutes, and then I walk in front of you, and you have a spell on you by Javik, supposedly my uncle, Javik, and I know you. That's the problem with this theory of yours. I know you. You're one of the strongest mages I've ever known.
Thank you. Wait. Whose other mages have you known that are stronger than me? You know what? Don't answer.
You're one of the strongest mages I've ever known. If Javik had placed a spell on you, you could have broken it.
Well, sorry to burst your fantasies, but I was not the strongest mage there was. And even though I grew up a lot, both in power and in, let's face it, muscle mass, um, Javik fucked with a lot of people. The magic that he used, it's not just him. The Alzur was implicated, some of that. It's way more complicated. And your uncle, believe it or not, was way more talented and powerful than he let on.
Who do you think set a demon upon us in the woods anyway, Cadeyrn?
Well, now I think it's Javik.
I think you don't give yourself enough credit, and I think you didn't give yourself enough credit then, because you should have figured this out ages ago. I did.
Wait. How?
Do I need to remind you that he's my uncle? The brother to my father.
I never pegged you for someone who dabbled in void magic.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Well, aren't you saying that you summoned that demon?
No!
Whew.
Cadeyrn.
Oh, things would have been a lot more complicated. Okay. It wasn't
You
me.
keep saying that word.
I've only summoned one demon in my life, and it wasn't at that moment.
It was Javik. It was obviously Javik. And I think you could have figured that out a bit earlier if you'd given it more than a second worth of thought. Because let's go by your theory, all right? You had a spell on you, you couldn't figure it out. Oh no, poor me. Javik immediately swept you off your feet the moment your dead boyfriend dies, your first boyfriend, the man that, well, I like to think that you loved.
Yeah, but
I had every intention of asking you to spend the rest of your life with me, and mine with yours. And he comes in, not, 20 seconds after? Few days? A week? You couldn't put it together then?
I was in mourning. I was weak, and he took advantage of that. Look,
Did he take advantage of you, or did you let him take advantage of you? There's the difference there.
Yeah, one of those two is insulting.
You think? I'm not trying to be subtle here.
No.
What did you think this was going to be? A happy...
Well, I was hoping for the happy thing. I was hoping for the, Cadeyrn, you finally realized the whole thing. Shit, it's been years. How have you been, old pal? I was expecting awkwardness. Yes. But...
You're not my pal, Cadeyrn. You're the man I happen to love.
Yeah, I don't think you would love the person I've become.
You might not have been following me, but I have been following you.
I blew up Banard.
I know. I was there. Before you blew it up. When they attacked.
Couldn't have known.
I can know that you blow up. There are signs. So yes, I know you blew up Banard. I don't hold it against you.
I have killed more than my fair share of people. And a lot of people died because of the choices I've made. Also, I once got drunk with a lycanthrope.
Oh, who hasn't done that?
Therianthrope.
Okay, I've not done that with a Therianthrope, but with a lycanthrope.
Yeah, it's I don't know, different when they're not a wolf. Anyway, beyond the
no,
point.
Pause.
Look,
pause. No. It appears that no one's. You're sitting down. That's good. I'm going to sit down next to you right now, and I'm going to hold your shoulder. This is nothing romantic. I'm not putting the moves on you. I just need you to hear me.
Wait, before you do that, that whole glistening thing and shit, that's magic, right?
What glistening thing?
You.
I'm sweating, Cadeyrn.
Oh, you're not using the glamour?
I've never glamoured a day in my life.
Oh, you should.
Uh, Cadeyrn,
Yeah.
very important point when he sits down and you notice that when he says he's not glamored,
Mhm.
his ears aren't pointed anymore.
Gonna make a mental note of it for now.
You're blessed with a large amount of power. And there's a lot of history in you. Trust me, I know all about your aunt, so I know all about you, in a sense.
Yeah, that's something else we need to talk about.
Oh, I know. We'll get to it. She's sleeping right now.
Wait, she's alive?
I told you she was alive.
No,
In the
way the
letter.
letter made it seem like she was dead.
No, the letter I wrote said she's very much alive.
Yes, and then there was another letter which said, I'm dead, which
So
I read second.
when I said, whatever she says, she is very much alive, you said, I'll go with whatever she says instead.
That's because I read her letter last.
Are you that of one thing at a time? You're blessed with a large amount of power. I said that. That unfortunately means there's a large amount of consequence whenever you choose to use it. As evidenced by the fact that Banard was built on the foundations of you-know-what. And it's not the only one. All of these well springs come from somewhere, right? Just like Arethusa.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever guilt you're feeling now, you need to let it go. I mean, take the responsibility, of course, but don't expect me or someone else to beat you up for choices that
What? No,
they're going to happen anyway.
That's not the point. The point was... Okay, look. I am sorry for not having shown up in person to destroy the person who I thought was impersonating you. And then I would have realized that it's actually you, and things would have happened differently. There was a world to save, and murderous assassins after me for a whole better part of a century. I didn't...
Yeah.
Look, not thinking about you dying to that demon allowed me to focus on other stuff. And should I have beaten myself up for about a century because I didn't try hard enough? Probably. There are things about me you don't know, Carrie. And things that you didn't know back then, and you kind of know now because I blurted it out earlier. Point is, I don't fuck with demons. It could have been much, much worse.
Maybe.
I would love to start over if you want. Let's pretend we are two complete strangers, and let's have I don't know, you live in a castle, so I guess like a banquet or something. And we can talk over, food and booze.
I don't drink, Carrick. Carrick.
Cadeyrn.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not drunk right now?
It's been a day.
or have you been concussed one too many times because
He
you're
looks-
fighting with people like a gladiator?
He does look a bit tired. I don't drink Cadeyrn, and even if I did... Okay. At some point, we're going to have to figure out who the hell we are to one another. And I agree right now is probably not the best time.
Good.
But you should probably know that I am hurt.
And you should probably know that I am sorry.
Right. So, I'm just sweating because of 3 fights I was in back to back. I've
You
not
win?
taken a bath in 2 days.
Yeah, I did. See, this is where the glamour comes in.
I don't fucking just because you and every other mage out there wants to look prettier in life doesn't mean the rest of us want to.
Snap of a finger and you don't smell like fucking wet dog. I mean,
Used to. Oh, and suddenly now you have an objection to my. Never mind. We should go see your aunt. Do you have any
wait, she's
questions for
here?
me? I
No, I
told
mean,
you she was in my familial home. What did you think I meant? In
yes. No,
Bettina?
sorry. Brain fart. Teleportation sickness.
You get teleportation sickness now?
No, it just plays with your brain a bit when did you know there's a dragon in northern Kedwin?
uh, Dragons. I've never seen a dragon before.
Hey,
Oh,
Cadeyrn.
I haven't
Cadeyrn.
seen one, but I saw the aftermath. Hmm?
Mm-hmm. Could you roll me magical training?
Sure.
I'll roll the seat while I'm at it.
Oh no, this has nothing to do with that.
Fuck all.
Oh, hey, Cadeyrn.
Hmm?
The deceit is nice. I'll take it, but it's not what this is for.
Oh,
No, no,
why
no,
not?
no. This is for something else. Hey, Cadeyrn. 12 is enough for you to realize, as even as you're passing it off as a line, you do feel like you were much more drained than you expected.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well, I'm assuming because of the like extra effort to teleport.
but it felt almost like that aftermath of when you teleported back to the castle after a confrontation with the Wild Hunt, and you felt drained from them.
You're gonna have to refresh my memory on that.
So, Witcher Road's home. Wonderful things.
Yeah.
The first time you publicly kiss Brenna at the top of the battlements, and you go to teleport because you very wisely used Math's scrying ability to find 10 minutes in the past of where Eleanor was on her way. She's getting chased by, a squad of the Wild Hunt. And you open a portal into it. And that's the first time you have the experience of knowing that if you tried to cast a spell, you'd either have to take a penalty to the magic or you'd have to take 5 hit points of damage. This feels like the aftermath of that. As if you just experienced that same life drain again.
But I also felt it when I teleported to that place of power.
That's what I'm saying. And then you left. It's like that place of power may have been less a dragon and more of another issue.
Like a wild hunt issue.
Perhaps.
But the wild hunt doesn't exist anymore.
You're getting that far off look again.
Yeah, I'm getting a what's it called? I wish the past would stay in the past kind of look. I'll let you
Yes,
bathe
no, I know
and
your looks.
huh?
No need. Let's. Do you have any questions for me before we talk to your aunt? Warren
Many, but I feel like we should probably let things cool down a bit.
I mean about your aunt. I have been keeping care of her for about a couple of weeks now.
So why are you meddling in my family tree?
Whew. Well, just. Oh, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just walking over here to my dresser. All right.
Sure. It's just,
No. I've got something to show
I,
you.
your uncle, you, my aunt. Kind of weird.
I'm not
Mirror.
fucking Eleanor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would be fine with it if you did. Would be strange, but I would be fine with it.
Unfortunately, I'm hung up on someone else. And he pulls out a a brooch, a pin, sort of, a very familiar one.
The same one I'm wearing to protect from the wild hunt. Oh, yeah, I got the collector's edition.
You're still sometimes very strange, making references no one can understand.
No, it's a version for a collector. Haven't you ever played like Gwen?
Yes, I play Gwent casually with friends.
Oh, yeah, for a few years I got into the competitive scene.
There's a Never mind.
There is. Oh, there's an entire subculture.
This pin took me all the way to Belhaven, where I met Eleanor for the first time. We said our goodbyes. I found this in my house in the aftermath of the Wild Hunt visiting. We'll get to it. We said our goodbyes, and then a night later, I get a dream of her being attacked. I open up a portal, I gather her and her horse, and I take them both to safety. She collapsed in my arms. She's been healing ever since, and that's when we learned about the other malady. She was shot in the back 3 times.
Wait, you learn about the other reality?
Malady.
Oh,
Cadeyrn.
malady.
The
They also
one
come
in
from
the
a
letter.
different plane of existence.
Yes, I know. I know about that. I know about the NL. And I myself have learned some
Yeah,
stuff
why are
about
your
this.
ears round?
Surgery, Cadeyrn.
Why?
Why do you think? Same reason my teeth are filed down.
And you will never, ever want them back?
I miss who I used to be, but I can't be him anymore.
Well, you could have if you had used glamour.
For last I remember, you're still very sensitive to being kicked in the nuts.
Pretty much, yeah, but I'm sitting on your bed.
Oh, I can fix that.
I would love a mage duel, but I am spent.
I can tell. My point is that I look different. Yes, the reason why I've gotten surgery is because my mother is now human.
What? You said your mother's dead,
Retroactively. She is dead. Very dead.
but
And
she
all her paintings were
retroactively
changed.
became a human?
Not in reality, but in the annals of history, most certainly.
That's messed up.
Do you think?
I do think, yeah.
It was done without my consent to begin with. Then I decided to take an active relationship with my family's affairs, to try and escape the horrors of being in Banard. Everything else. And unfortunately, being a half-elf wasn't exactly in the best interest of my family's affairs. So I talked to a doctor in Novigrad, and, round ears.
I'm sorry.
Try not to say that again or I'll start crying.
Good to know. Okay, but you mentioned
3 hours in the back.
by the wild hunt?
More like... Well, I don't know if you've faced them before, but there's these weapons that go around. And supposedly, they attract... Why are you getting that look again?
I'm thinking. It's my thinking face.
I know what you're thinking about.
Oh, you said there are these weapons going around.
And they attract people into killing,
Doesn't tell
acting in
me
service of the Wild Hunt.
like a proxy.
Kind of.
Like a dagger you worked so hard to keep from Brenna's hands, that you threw it at Alzor, and the Wild Hunt came,
Oh yeah, right.
dragging it behind to
Yeah, they blew up
destroy
Banner.
Banard.
Okay, that's what you mean by weapon.
But I haven't
I've
seen
encountered
one in
one
person.
before.
I don't know what kind of
Yeah,
weapon it is.
you're talking about like a mundane weapon.
But from what I understand, yes, they look like mundane weapons, but they're anything but.
No, okay. I thought for a moment that you were talking about some sort of NL siege engine.
No, no, I don't. I hope not.
Well, I mean, they might be, just they don't look like them. Yes, there was one. It's kind of the reason why Banard doesn't exist anymore.
Describe it to me.
It's a dagger.
Well,
I,
It's a tri-bladed dagger with a twisted Celtic knotwork hilt that is made out of the same material as your pin.
all right. So when you said siege engine, you meant mundane looking weapon, just with just a bit fancier. The same way I was meaning when I said mundane weapon, a siege engine.
well, it is a weapon of NL make.
I'm an elf, Cadeyrn. I hardly noticed. Obviously, I knew it was an elf make. I know the history of these things. Eleanor explained it all to me, but I just. It's been a rough few days.
No, it's okay. Here's the thing. We've only ever encountered one. It was a dagger, the dagger, triangle looking thing. We got rid of it because it was making.
When you said get rid of it, how do you mean get rid of it?
Well, because it seemed to attract the wild hunt, the goal was to hide it in Alzor's quarters.
That was what you said to Banard, of course.
Well, I mean, at the time, it was two birds with one stone.
It's fine.
Well, I mean, ended up being hundreds of birds with one knife, but
What happened to the weapon
I don't know.
after?
Banard got blown up.
Cadeyrn, you blew up Banard.
No. The wild hunt did.
The Wild Hunt ran through it first, but I came back after the attack. I was there, Cadeyrn, during
Yeah.
the attack. In person.
Well, then you saw exactly what happened. I was far away.
When the Wild Hunt was gone, there was
Yeah.
significantly more buildings standing than there is now. Also, most of the magical artifacts still left inside, all the books and such, were still in the building to begin with. The Wild Hunt didn't come and take them. When I came back to take them after I'd already taken the children out, I found a leveled school.
Wait, people survived? I mean, that's
Obviously.
great. It is absolutely great. I do have 250 of the books from the Banard Library at home.
Did you think you killed off the entire school of Banard?
No, I thought the wild hunt killed off the entire school of Banard.
You've been carrying that around? For decades?
And 250 books, yeah. I've read them all. Twice.
You know, if you're still together, I'd thwack you upside the head.
Cool. Don't. You also look like you're spent.
I am. No,
Point is-
children survived. Eleanor went back for a few, and so did I. She took hers to Gwason Hall, and I took mine to Aretusa.
So you only... What? How? Huh?
What do you mean how? I teleported. I opened up a portal.
No, I mean... Isn't Aretusa like a girl only school.
Well, no, it was, but it hasn't been for 3 decades.
I don't know. I've never really gotten in touch with them because I thought,
Because you'd opened up your own school. Yes, I know.
oh, did you get the pamphlet?
There's a pamphlet.
Oh, we distributed a few in Angren. Um, I would rather people who think that their children are afflicted with some curse to drop them at my doorstep instead of, a noose or an oven.
You should know that the other schools know about your little school now.
Crap.
For the record, I am sorry.
No, it just means I'm gonna have to get bigger. They're gonna want to steal my kids.
I think there's. Never mind what I think. No, Cadeyrn, not everyone is dead, but the Wild Hunt is still very much active.
But that doesn't that can't be. Eleanor, we killed Eridan. She pretty much did that herself. And then she went on a revenge tour. And that's the last I heard from her. She
Which
was
got her
singling them
3
out one by
arrows in the
one.
back. They also ran roughshod through my house. Through this place. And that was after Eridan's death. No, they're not all gone, Cadeyrn. Clearly,
I
you've spent a lot of time in the school and been outside of the world and missing a few things. It's fine.
No, it's just okay. Look, I
Mm-hmm.
have the skull.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to help my aunt.
Mm-hmm.
No, a reconnect, by the
Mm-hmm.
way. But I am done hunting the wild hunt.
You don't
I
need to.
am done with the planner travel bullshit and
You don't need to.
the well, it seems like your problems are linked to mine.
That always was the case with us. You done a good job. You handled Eridan. Whatever's left, Alienor took care of, and whatever's left from that, I'll handle. It's my job to pick up the work.
Ah, I get why you're angry at me then. Pick up
Cadeyrn,
after my mess.
I wish I was angry at you.
Oh,
Truthfully, I
wait,
do.
you weren't?
No, you fucker, I'm still in love with you.
Well, that's a given. Who would
Naturally, it makes my emotions a bit much. And you just showed up on my balcony without nary a word or sending a letter, and I was half naked.
It's not like I learned how to scry. I have a friend who scries on people. I don't.
I'm an augur.
Oh, congratulations.
Sure. But, now you have 2 people, I guess. Okay, I can stand up again, so let's go and see Alienor. And she's forgetting herself. She's sometimes lost in reveries of memory of the past, of her old personae.
Okay.
And
We're
she's probably
talking
going to.
how old? Like she's spouting gibberish in an L?
I understand in hell.
No, I know you do. For most people. Is she switching back and forth between languages is my question. Like how far back are we talking?
I'm talking about the fact that I went to her homeworld, met Lady Arwen, and faced off against a bunch of unicorns. And that was 2 nights ago.
I feel like it makes the entire gladiator fight kind of a side thought. You fought unicorns?
Well, I didn't. We managed to teleport away in time.
Ah, damn.
What do you mean, damn? Would you prefer if I was skewered right now?
Well, no. No, of course not. Well, depends
Okay,
what you mean by
shut up.
skewered. Okay. Point is, I've never seen a unicorn. You've seen one. It's interesting. Also, other question.
Hmm?
When you went to her world,
Yes.
were you using your own, or was it like a portal?
My own what? Magic? Dick?
Yeah, no, magic.
Hands?
Well, I don't know. Do you use your hands to cast your spells? I can wiggle my toes and that's it.
Sometimes, alright? I haven't got a chance to just sit down and practice in a while.
Do you know you can use, or that most of us can use the blood to move about? More than just through the standard teleportation we learned.
Sorry, what do you mean, the blood?
Right. We're not related. But you speak in L, and you said your teeth filed off, which means you weren't in shade.
No, I filed my teeth off. I wasn't shade. Half. Flat teeth. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Oh, you filed them into pointy. Okay, it's just because and I produce like Aaron and Skull, and I'm like they have longer teeth
You've been
than
carrying around.
elves.
You've been carrying that in your pocket this entire time.
Satchel next to me, but yes.
You ever thought you
Also,
were happy to see me? Let me get a look at it.
no, that was my elven messer.
You brought a sword.
Um, you brought up the wild hunt. I'm not going to teleport without anything to help defend myself. Here.
But when you teleported, you didn't think the wild hunt was.
No, they can't track me. And I tapped a pin.
Okay, just give me the skull.
Also, anything that we I throw the skull your way, anything that we carry. It's why I had to leave the dagger in Alzor's office and
Can
then
I, t-
teleport away for them to zoom in on it.
can I take a good look at this thing? See if there's any weird properties about it other than the stuff that I already know.
Sure, go right ahead. Roll what, magical training? Because you don't have distillation or mutation.
No, I stay away from the green tree. I'm not going to become the next Elzer, thank you very much. It's a skull.
It is a skull. It does not look human. It does not look like any Ensheed skull you've ever seen. It's also because I'm evil. And it's a thing I do. Hey, Cadeyrn.
Whoop.
Could you roll me resist magic, please?
Absolutely. Have we got another
No,
donation?
no,
No,
no.
none? Okay.
Mm-mm. The only
Well, I'm
person
gonna
who
spend
did,
my
Carrick got one.
I'm gonna spend my
thanks.
last point of luck on it.
Would you mind if I did an education roll to see
Yeah,
if
you
I
can
can
go ahead. You
understand
can
any
roll education.
physical properties?
23.
Cool.
I'll spend the
Cool,
point
cool.
of luck on this. 25.
Good to know. All right, you're going to be able to ask me two questions in a second. Cadeyrn,
Yeah, what?
all this talk about the NL, portals, carrying around Eridan's skull visiting a place of power. You know that little twist of magic in the back of your mind? The one, that's useful? Not the demonic one.
No, the NL one.
Yeah, the NL one. It'd be really useful right now, maybe. But you don't feel a compulsion to use it. It's just, it'd be useful.
How? Because I thought it was just to help me teleport.
Yeah, it does just help you teleport, but it's kind of part of the problem. Or at least that's what the letter said, right? That's what Carrick's letter said. There's a problem with her as a navigator.
Yeah. That she needs an anchor.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Technically, in the most technical sense, while you can do the magic that she does, you're not 100% biologically the same.
no. No, which is why I don't consider myself, Cadeyrn, as like the anchor because
Well, no,
I'm not
you're more
an NL.
importantly,
Navigator.
you're not a navigator.
No, I can't be either.
She is.
Cadeyrn, you're doing that. I know it's been a long time since we've, done this kind of thing together, but clue me in. You're doing your thinky face.
Clue you in on what?
What you're thinking about. I should get a bowl.
There's a... My aunt is a special NL.
I know a navigator.
Okay. I share a piece of that power. And while I get a feeling that it is relevant, I'm trying to put my finger on why and how. Because I can't do, 1% of what she can. And so I feel like
Maybe-
the skull is way more important. But the skull has also been causing a lot of problems with my teleportation.
Are you sure it's the skull? I kind of look inside it, up this, where the spinal column would be,
Mm-hmm.
to see if there's anything weird about the inside of where the brain would have been contained.
Yeah. So with that, 25 education,
Mm-hmm.
you know anatomy. It is a skull. It has been well processed. He is dead. He is very, very dead. Dead, 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 dead. And everything Eleanor had told you is true. Any connection that she would have had to him in any way, shape, or form cannot exist. This man is dead. Hello, Yorick. It ain't so. Eridan, we did not know you well. We hated your guts.
There's no inside processes. So it's not like there was a bump inside of his brain that activated his supposed anchorness, which is a good thing to know, I guess.
Oh, you also look for the bump. It feels like there should have been something in his head.
That was my guess too. Well, especially considering that's all we have. Hold on, I have a bowl and I'm going to get some water here. I guess wine would work. Anything reflective, really. Maybe a mirror. I should have a hand mirror somewhere. I haven't been in this room properly in ages. Everything's in the wrong place. Oh, they're probably in the right place, but
Well, if I were a little more awake and less drained, I could conjure water, but
I mean, you can say this
So-
has been a rest, just the two of you talking.
so like we could use our recovery.
Or you can use the recover all of your stamina.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then in that case, I do believe I can summon water. I think. Is that the spell?
I mean, you have one for that, I think.
I
had one
also have
for
one
it.
for that, but we shouldn't use it here.
What, you don't want to play wet t-shirt contest with both of the guys that you're into in the same
Yes,
day?
in a locked room, that's a great idea. We just
I'm
get pummeled by the walls.
Just checking.
You fucker.
That's just my natural. Well, I'm sorry. That doesn't work. With you, it's a 30 because you're not human. Because I
mechanically.
factored in the human bonus is always factored in
Me
on my
too.
sheet.
No, I've got it factored into my sheet, but I still beat you out with a 33.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Uh, I can try and uncover a bit of the past, see if there is something. Would a living anchor help?
What is an anchor?
I thought, didn't I write this down in the letter for you?
No, well, kind of, but
Onboard ship on the open sea?
no, no, no. Yes, but it feels like anchor is a specific navigator thing.
It is.
Then it's not just Aerodin. You could potentially replace the Aerodin anchor with a different anchor.
And now you're all caught up to what I've been trying to do.
But why did you want the skull then?
To see if there was any properties about this anchor that I could make sure to pass on to the next.
Oh, they
Also,
were married
I know, and she's still in love with him.
with Aerodin? That's messed up. That is messed up.
I've tried not to comment on it.
Oh, I would.
I'm
Like,
not her son.
all the time. Point being, what if that's what she needs?
You want to help your old aunt find love again.
Yeah.
It's not
Think
as
about it.
simple
Think about
as
it.
that.
How do married people refer to each other?
Okay, how do I put this? It didn't start off with love, it started off with dreams. She had dreams of him. And those dreams led her to know him, and slowly she began to fall in love with him.
Okay. And she's having dreams right now.
Not those kind of dreams. Like I said, would a living anchor help?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where you could search for this anchor.
I am an anchor.
What, you are? I thought you were an ogre.
I'm both.
God. Damn.
It's been a busy few years.
Yeah, I bet. We have, my idea of catching up over a banquet might actually be the best idea because banquets are like, what, 6 hours, 8 hours? Seems like we have a lot.
The last time I banqueted, a dragon broke in.
Mine was a vampire.
Yours was a vamp. Why was a vampire? Why are you hanging?
I'm currently okay. Let's. I do not intend any harm to you. I'm currently with someone.
I
That
know.
doesn't limit my choices. She has a thing for vampires. I would say maybe it's unhealthy.
Should I remind you that she's Auntie Brenna to me, and maybe you shouldn't tell me about what she prefers in bed?
So she is that family person who's okay. I really am fucking your whole family. Damn.
Not my whole family. My mother and father are both dead, and my sister wouldn't touch you.
Oh, you have another sister.
I don't have another sister. I just have the one. Brenna is my aunt.
Oh, right, aunt. It's because
Are
she
you-
looks young. That's the
Are you
thing.
trying to complete the set?
What? Collector's edition.
Fuck you.
No, I am bringing levity to what is happening right
Okay,
now because
just
I
pour the
feel
water
like
in
it
the
is
bowl.
once again an end of the world scenario.
It's not. This is just your aunt. I'd not come here with my problems to have you. Wait, you came here. You did not come here to have me just make you solve my problems. You're not that kind of person I knew.
I don't. with all due respect, I don't want to have to solve your problem.
I'm not making you. But unfortunately, Eleanor is not just my problem as virtue of being my guest, and virtue of me saving her life already. She's also yours because she's your family, and I thought, to be frank, that you needed to see her. Now, could you please pour the water in the bowl so I can get started? Okay.
Augury or
If I
oromancy?
if I collapse in a heap, just don't freak out.
Okay.
Um, Here's the thing. Can I do both at once?
You can certainly try.
Okay, let's start with augury. That seems a more difficult thing. I will put two. 2 points of luck in this. Where's my ritual crafting? There it is. 2 points of luck. Oh well, no, the 3. Might as well put 3. Hold on. 20.
Uh, can I help?
You can. You're already lowering the DC. That's fine. Your existence lowers the DC,
Oh, okay.
right? Because that's the whole thing. Having extra people around lowers each person lowers the DC for a ritual by 1.
Okay, so I'm taking part in the ritual.
You're taking part in the ritual.
Cool. Okay.
I had you pour the water for a reason, but
Wow, I thought it was just because, I don't know, you didn't want to lift a vase.
I have a body of 8.
Yeah.
Well, a body of 8 is fairly weak.
Oh, we can't all be body 10 assholes.
Eh,
I only rolled a 69. You can't blame me. I had to do what I had to do. I have a will of 10 and int of 10. That's enough. Go ahead.
Look, just saying, a body of 10 is better. But you have made with this body a work of art better than I could, even with magic. So, also, what's the result of your spell?
So the result of this spell is going
Let's
to be.
go back to talking shop.
Let's go back to this augury. So here's the question: you get to ask. With augury, you look to the future. With oromancy, you look to the past. So I need you to roll a D100.
Oh, great.
And Simon, I need you to roll ritual crafting, please.
Ritual crafting?
Mhm.
Broop, 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 broop. Boop. 19.
Good to know. So this is what's going to happen. Cadeyrn, what you see is Carrick take the ball and begin to look into it. And his eyes flash over.
I immersed the skull in the bowl of water. I should tell you that.
Oh, you immerse the skull. Even better. This is going to be great. You immerse the skull in the bowl of water. Your eyes flash over, your hands still holding the skull submerged in the bowl of water. Cadeyrn, his hands start to freeze over. It's like the water itself freezes up his hand and then in place, and his eyes flash up and outward. And Carrick,
It was cold out.
Carrick, what you see in this moment, what is the augury question you have?
What could be Eleanor's new anchor?
There is no answer. And then the past pulls you forward. And you see Eridan alive, healthy, young, on a field of battle with a young, healthy Eleanor at his side, leading a charge against unicorns? Something you can't quite see. And you see in that moment a tether of magic flowing back and forth between the two. The navigator provides the direction, the information, the ability to cross planes of existence. The anchor stability, power, the ability to actually cast true spells, not just teleportation or portal magic, or in the small level of basic telepathy. And you see that with that connection, that tether that the anchor provides to ensure that the navigator can always come back, no matter where they go. The navigator can bolster the anchor's ability to cast. And when they're in concert together, it becomes a self-fulfilling loop. As a navigator pulls inherent chaos from existence, and the anchor can use it as well. But it is a tie that exists, both metaphysical and psychological.
Hello?
Yep. Hey, Cadeyrn.
Hello?
Yep, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. There was like no sound when I joined, that's why.
No, it's okay. He's contemplating what I just told him and the whole horrible horrors that I just gave into his brain. Hey, Cadeyrn.
Cool. Yeah.
Carrick is busy looking into this bowl of water. The door to the room opens. Eleanor walks inside and flicks you in the middle of the forehead. What are you doing here? Excuse me, wrong. What the hell are you doing here?
We're not dead.
No, apparently not. I'm perfectly fine.
I just know what the letter said.
Mel, what can you do? Some people directed to various places. What are you doing?
I came to deliver a package to Carrick.
You see
And
that?
also apologize for all of the...
Did you actually apologize? Like, actually say the words, I'm sorry? Or did you provocate?
Yeah, no, don't. He says he's gonna cry if I say it again, so I shouldn't. I don't know if it's if it's just you say it 3 times and provokes a reaction.
I'm sure.
But I've said it twice, but I meant it. Also, I thought you were dying. I imagine you being in a bed with a doctor.
So, Cadeyrn, as the GM, go ahead and roll either human perception with a +2 or magical training with a +3.
Gonna go with magical training to +3.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a
27.
magic person. Yep.
Cadeyrn.
Mm.
Her glamour is real good. But you can see when she flicked you in the forehead, there was a tremor in her hand. She's leaning artfully against a chair, resting one hand artfully against a chair. It's not that it's necessary, but it is. She is dying.
you know, don't make me make you drop the act.
And pray tell, how would you think to do that, Cadeyrn?
I'm gonna cast this spell with like my foot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think cast a spell, and we will see what happens.
How many points does it cost me?
I'm not going to tell you the stamina until after you succeed on the roll, because that's always a shitty thing to do.
Okay.
Right? Like if you don't succeed, then
I don't spend the stamina.
you don't spend the stamina, right? Because if you don't succeed on the roll, then you can't really cast a spell, right?
26.
You see the spell shatter, and Carrick.
The fuck, Carrick?
Don't worry about it. Carrick, you see the spell, Cadeyrn, you see the spell shatter, and Carrick, that's when you wake up and you look up and you see Eleanor. She looks like the most pallid that she ever has. Her ears are visible. Her hair is long and dark and still perfectly styled, but there's a limpness to it. And she is not looking away from Cadeyrn at all.
This may change because the bowl drops and fragments of ice spread everywhere as the entire bowl shifts into ice. And I'm still holding the skull. Sorry about that. Just getting used to it. I can't get this thing off.
Everything okay?
What is that?
Nothing. I try to hide it behind my back.
Oh, yeah. No, that's just it's a peace offering.
It was a gift.
Who is that?
Nobody. You
Cadeyrn.
Look like a hag.
No. Who is that? Cadeyrn.
You should be in bed and not asking questions.
You
Cadeyrn.
Tell your own auntie she looks like a hag?
Frequently, it's something he tries to do when he tries to be provocating. Cadeyrn.
Oh, for fuck's sake, take a look at me and I'll tell you. I asked Cadeyrn to help me find a solution to your problem.
There is no solution to the problem. Eridan is dead.
Eridan is dead. We know that for sure, but we can try and transfer your tether to someone else.
You brought his skull? First of all, Cadeyrn, I told you to burn that 30 years ago.
You're going to have to blame Brenna for that.
I will have a conversation with her. That would be perfectly fine. We talk much more frequently. Why did you bring the man's skull?
Because I was asked. Because you were dying. No, scratch that. Because you are dying. And I thought I would help. Now I learned that you still have feeling for Mr. Skellybone over there. Which is very, and it's coming from me, very insane.
Okay, take it from me. We can't always help who we fall in love with and stay in love with.
No. She beheaded him.
I did not behead him. Your charming aunt/lover beheaded him.
As far as I'm concerned, you were there.
I was a distraction. She killed him.
Family dinner parties are going to be such a treat from now on.
Yeah, no, the point is as far as like a breakup go, it shouldn't be any clearer. And yet apparently what I've learned this morning, is that you are still hooked upon this genocidal maniac.
But I
And I
did arrange
think,
his death, Cadeyrn, didn't I?
yes, but I think that if you let go of whatever's holding you to him, things are going to be a lot better for you.
Cadeyrn, it doesn't work that way. I
Part
love
of it,
you both dearly, but you aren't not listening to me at all.
part of it does.
And I'm going to say this very plainly in a language you, and she turns to Carrick, and will understand. I am not either Ansheed, and she points to Carrick, or human, and she points to Cadeyrn. I am Anel. Biologically, we are not the same thing. So when I tell you I understand and know from experience what is happening to me, please stop trying to explain to me what I'm going through.
It's a metaphysical and emotional connection. It's
also
like a
magical
biofeedback
and a
loop.
tether.
Yes,
it's
I was getting to that.
So you finally looked to see an answer and you saw what I told you already.
Well, I needed the skull to do that.
Or, Carrick, you can trust that I do know after 600 years of existence myself.
I think you're giving up. I think, to be frank, that part of the reason why it's not working, why there's no replacement for you, is because you don't want to let go of him. Especially now that he's dead. After all, he can't hurt anyone anymore. So what's the harm in holding him closer to your heart? What's the harm? And at this point, I think he does look to Cadeyrn. With putting him in the back of your mind and refusing to deal with it until sometime in the future. What's the harm?
Wow.
And now you're dying. Eleanor, you're dying. And to be frank, you might be okay with it, but the rest of us aren't.
Carrick, let me explain. In small, simple words. I knew that when I had Brenna cut his head off.
I figured that out already.
It is not a thing that happens. The navigator goes with the anchor. Understand?
Yeah, then explain the 3 arrows to the back. Because I feel like if it's a metaphysical, emotional, magical connection, which I am sorry to see you go that way, why did they try to murder you?
Because I've been very effectively killing them for the last 30 years.
Why didn't they just, hunker down and wait?
Because
It's the best way to, avoid having more bodies.
When I said I'm very effectively killing them, Cadeyrn, I mean I'm hunting them actively.
Yeah.
He knew that already.
So, like I said,
Miara.
You.
Then there's nothing we can do. Is that it?
No, that's not it. What she wants us to do is resign ourselves. And if she really wants that, if that's the thing you're asking us to do, then fine. But to be frank, I think it would be better for everyone involved. For us, at least. For us to fight until the very last moment, to the bitter end, so when you do go, all of us here will know we did everything. We won't blame ourselves.
If you want to keep throwing your head at a door, fine. I will not prevent you from doing so. I will say, burn his head. I asked for that 30 years ago, to just have him gone. I asked for that 30 years ago, Cadeyrn.
The rest of him is already burnt.
Yes, I know.
Don't look at me.
You're the one here.
Yeah, well.
And apparently you've been keeping his head.
Brenna has been keeping his head. I am not going to destroy Brenna's trophies.
In fairness, Cadeyrn, you always were talented with head. Zzz, hits.
Thank you.
You're
Did I
welcome.
tell you I won the Banard Orgy Championship 3 times in a row? Anyway.
Cadeyrn, I saw it. Never mind.
Right. Yes. Oh, that must have. Oh, I am.
And it was the once.
I am
What do you
so
mean three
sorry.
times?
Oh,
Yes. You
Your
can see how.
abilities to provocate and distract, I'm usually willing to let happen because it's entertaining to me that the two of you are both children enough to think that this is actually distracting me.
We're not doing it to distract you. We're doing it to distract ourselves because we hurt.
I understand.
yeah.
No,
Just
you
if-
don't.
If you want to go,
Cadeyrn, I don't. But it was a understanding that I willingly made to remove him from existence.
that's a separate issue. The issue at hand is you do not want to die. Let us help you.
Even if we can't do anything, at least we'll know we. Don't you want to go out fighting?
Go out fighting. All right. And she pushes herself back, stands up. Cadeyrn, you broke a glamour. Thank you. That will be very useful when I cannot leave this building for the next 12 hours. But here, let me show you what going out fighting looks like for me. And let's see if she can cast it. 27, she will. And from her, Carrick, you've seen this happen when she asked for permission last time. This time she doesn't. The entire room is now a battlefield. You can hear the sounds of men screaming in pain. Pitched battle. You smell blood, mud, shit. You see a fight of a line pushing forward and giant cavalry horses. No, wait. Those aren't cavalry horses. They have a spike in the middle of their head. Cadeyrn, this is the first time you've seen a unicorn as it impales a man. 2. And then shakes them off the horn, just as Eleanor swings through and cuts its throat with the sword in her right hand, and pushes out with the staff in her left, directing an entire flank through a portal to flank the enemy around the far side. The image expands further to a raid on a village, it burning as the survivors are hauled through a portal that she created. And you see a moment as she grabs up a child, a small elven child, dark hair, dark eyes. No, wait, those eyes aren't dark, they're blue. They're bright, glistening blue. She picks him up and turns with the staff in her hand and with a moment shoves outward with the staff and grab that staff, pulls that portal around Eredin and deposits him somewhere. But she picks up the child, the one who looks shockingly like Eredin, grabs what she can, and grabs a woman who looks very similar to Cadeyrn and Eleanor, and pulls them through a portal to a mountain range. And then the image fades. If you don't think, gentlemen, that fighting is what I do, then please know when I tell people these things, it's not because I don't believe that I'm continuing to fight for it. because grief is better understood and then continued to fight through. Now, I'm going to go lie down for a little bit. You two apparently need to have a pleasant conversation. And I don't need to be here for your emotional bloodletting. Cadeyrn, it's very nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're well. Carrick, you fought very well. It looked very impressive. Aside from the whole making it look like the entire wild hunt was pulled onto the field.
I was going to explain that.
I'm sure. By the way, Cadeyrn, you smell like you've been drained. You might want to rest. And if you're going to vomit at whatever unicorn looks like, please remember to do so in a way that doesn't harm the servants. So have a pleasant evening, gentlemen. And she starts walking to the door. And she gets 2, 3 steps and collapses.
I try and catch her because I
Same.
think I saw this coming.
Who's ever athletics? I mean, you can roll athletics for it.
I'm using telekinesis.
There we go.
Wait. Dip. Never ask a woman her weight, but in this case, I might have to.
Can I use a spell that usually targets self and push it on someone?
What do you mean?
I don't think I can with telekinesis anyway.
No, wait, we did the math on telekinesis. You can lift
45 kilos.
which is
Yeah, so I think I can.
yeah.
It's about 100 pounds.
How frail is she?
Kilos to pounds. It's 99.2 pounds.
Yeah, we'll
How
round up to
frail-
100 we'll round up to 100 pounds that yes, you can lift her.
Well, I
I mean, if we want to say this narratively, because the narrative
mean, nope.
doesn't go off, and you take 6 points of damage from attempting it. Oh no! Wait, is there actually a DC though? Is there a DC?
Well, I need to just not fumble.
No. But that's the thing. It's like it's a 6, not a 7. If it's a 6, it will still go off. You just take the 6 points of damage. Still, the spell will still succeed if you don't have a DC.
No, it depends on.
No, the magic fumble rule is that if it doesn't have a DC, if it's a
right,
6
the
or
spell
lower,
still but
the
I
spell-
thought there was one fumble where the spell.
7. It's 7 and below. 7 and below,
Mhm.
the spell does not go off. 6 and above,
I
the spell
fumbled.
will.
Okay, sorry. I thought I fumbled by 7.
No,
By 7.
it's
that's what-
6, so it will go
Yeah.
off. So
Cool.
it's a
I'll
case
take the
of
damage.
Carrick. What does this look like? Because you lighten the load, and Cadeyrn picks her up.
It's Carrick reaches out with a hand and then flips his hand midair, with Eridan's skull in it. Oops, causing both the skull and her to slightly lift, almost like her clothes are floating a little bit, right? Because it can't lift up weight, but she's an elf. She's wandering around in weightless clothing, anyways. Just to kind of lighten the load of her fall as she goes down, and it is slow, like she's falling in slow motion.
Yeah, it's artful anyways when she was doing it, so. And then Cadeyrn can pick her up. And put her where? Because she is unconscious.
Oh, on
Lay her
Carrick's
on the
bed.
bed. Yeah.
I'm not even asking.
And Carrick would say the same thing as you are doing it. We're quite a pair.
Mm-hmm. But this moment, as you freeze it and put her down, can I get both of you to roll a resist magic, please?
You out of luck? 'Cause I'm out of luck.
Yeah, I think
I'm also out of luck.
everybody's out of luck.
Which is why I get a 22.
I got 19.
It's really weird. You both recover 15 points of stamina.
Ew.
Oh, I didn't need to, but
No, you can also go over in this instance. It's like temporary hit points.
15, you said?
Yeah, 15.
I'm back to my pre-sepsis days. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Hey, Carrie, I got sepsis twice. I got better both times. Also, I lost a leg. I'm really less of a man than you knew. Because I'm missing like a leg.
We just escorted your fainted aunt onto my bed, and you're talking about the leg that I can obviously see. You really haven't changed.
Thank you.
No, that's not a compliment.
I've gotten 30 years more mature though.
Since the last time we talked, you're significantly. No, actually, 30 years is about it.
Is she alive?
Yes.
She is.
Then I feel less bad cracking jokes. I think we should let her sleep.
I was just going to suggest that we go down to the kitchens and grab a meal. I'm sure that you're probably going to want to float off somewhere after this.
Well, I figure I've already what's the word? Overstayed my welcome.
No, you've not.
No, but with everything happening, all of this, let's put a pin in the banquet idea for a moment. I'll go down and have a bite, but I feel like take care of this first. Then come meet me at my school. I'll give you a tour. We have like 4 rooms.
You'll always have a guest room here if you'd like one.
I would appreciate. Point it out so I can teleport there next time.
Really? You don't want to come through the balcony again? Who knows? Next time I might be taking a bath.
Yeah, or you might be fucking another member of my family. Who knows?
I'm not fucking anyone in your family. That's on you.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. My aunt is in your bed.
Now I am going to thwack you upside the head.
And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
I feel like it's the perfect freeze frame ending.
That is the perfect freeze frame ending. Look, I was trying so hard to keep it on time.
I figured. It's me that has stuff to do, so.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's why, again, I was trying to keep us on time. And I did not succeed, but it is a Witcher game, so are we surprised?
No, and it was fun. It was fun to have the Cadeyrn Carrick RP. That was a blast. That was
glad.
You know, he needed to stop haunting the narrative and address issues.
I don't think that's what's going to happen now.
No. But I looked at the Google slide while we were playing and stuff, and I don't know, slide number 17. I feel like I'm not really haunting the narrative so much as Mr. Smolder look dude with wet hair is.
He's not haunting the narrative, he's in the narrative.
We haven't tackled that problem yet, my friend.
That's that's your cousin.
You look, if you want a double team, tag team, anyway.
That was a
Darren is open to a lot of things, just not vampires.
Let's do some cousin fucking. Yeah, that's great.
I mean, technically they're cousins by marriage.
I'm like, she's my great aunt.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And he's not even related by blood.
He's not.
Also, you know how tiny villages are.
Yeah, exactly.
Hamlets in the Middle Ages. You just take what you can get.
The first time.
Well, I mean, you're nobility. You would know about cousin fucking.
No, actually, we've established that my family's notoriously anti-cousin fucking.
Okay, good for you. I'm just saying you might be aware of the trend.
Yes, I've been to Redania.
entire plot point was about finding his niece, someone who is not related to Radovid.
Oof.
Radovid the First, the imminent fuckboy.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, good luck. Oh, look at that. No, slide 19 as well. Seem like we both have a type, Carrick. Seems like the type is each other's family member / witchers.
No, that is not. The funny thing, we're not even gonna get into it. Hi, my name is normally Cadeyrn. My pronouns are he, him. And if no one else is gonna do the outros and give some love, I will. Find me here on Sunday, where I'll be playing Carrick again in the aftermath of all of this shenanigan. And find me here on Thursday at wherever he is. At that guy's channel, where I play a different witch called Gulshan, and do some different things. On Mondays, I play Vampire, and every other day of the week, I am literally trying to keep up with life. So, that's all from me. It was really nice to see Cadeyrn again. I mean, seriously, without the whole... that part. It was really nice to see him again. It's like he never left the narrative. He's well you play him well. It was almost like putting on an old suit. You know, he's still fit. But it is also nice to see that he's both changed and hasn't. He's gotten more mature, but he's still the same person underneath, which is kind of nice. I really enjoyed, especially your moment of, I'm going to put this off by doing everything I can up until I show up, so I come up with something. It was adorable. Prax, great job as always. But my favorite part was you flicking Cadeyrn in the head. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Hey, Simon, thank you for doing this. Thank you to agreeing to this. It was a case of we have way too many notes and letters for Cadeyrn. He needs to get his mail.
Give me just a second.
Yeah, okay, what are you doing? Why do I...
Wait, does my name have a Y in it?
Yes?
Yeah. R. N.
What did you do?
I know it's kind of long, Chad. I'm sorry. I'm writing something with my hand, with my mouse, and I'm putting it in the Witcher Discord. Well,
I'm concerned.
Prax's Witcher Discord, and she can share with the community afterwards.
I probably will.
This is just something I'm leaving behind.
Okay, it cut it off.
Oh yeah, what the fuck? Let me
If you hover over it, you can still read it all, but god damn, Simon.
There. I'm leaving this picture with this note somewhere in Carrick's house. You're muted.
God.
I need to point out, I fucking hate you, that I have more magical training than this asshat. Just to be clear, I understand magic better than Cadeyrn.
Oh,
That's
sure, you're a nerd. Sure, nerd.
The last time you fought, buddy, you lost a leg.
No, the last time I fought, I got sepsis.
That's
the
true.
time before that, I lost a leg.
I've never suffered a crit once.
Oh, don't you worry, it'll happen.
It is true. It will eventually happen. You had two curses. Technically, you're still cursed.
Don't
One
you also
curse
have like
and
5,000 enemies?
And
No.
as long as a vampire doesn't, like, no one tries to suck my blood, we're fine.
Mhm.
Oh shit, no. Don't talk to your aunt then. She's like a vampire magnet.
Oh god, I love you, Simon. Simon, do your thing.
Hi everyone, I'm Simon at Wandering DM. You can find me over on my channel on Thursday for some Witcher, which is tomorrow, I guess. No, wait, we're Tuesday. In 2 days for Witcher. God, the week is weird. And I will be over on Greater Restoration on April 26th on a Sunday. We're going to play a I don't think I'm going to announce the TTRPG yet, but it's something that most of you in chat have never played before.
Okay.
So we're doing this for charity for Take This, so it's of course a one shot, but come by. It's part of the annual Greater Restoration charity drive that they do, and I was able to squeeze in last minute for a session of a cool thing.
Always
That was
cool
me.
things. Yep.
For the love tonight, I will give my love to Norden first for Carrick, and to finally interact with Carrick on Thursdays. It's uh Gulshan and whatever NPCs I have, but this time both being both players and also having sort of build characters who retroactively have history together. That was a cool thing. And I feel like it showed in how in how you especially interacted. And that was pretty cool. I didn't want to make you cry, so I really, really tried hard to avoid saying I'm sorry a third time. I just want you to know that. Um, and Prax, for the narrative that you're creating for this new group, with what I've gleaned tonight into what is happening, they have their plate full already. And I can't wait to see what happens to them in the future. And also for helping me remembering a lot of stuff about Roads Home. My memory, unfortunately, is no longer what it used to be. So thank you so much.
You're
And that's
welcome.
it. That is me. I'm sorry, my intro was quick, but I gotta
You have to
I
go.
have to jet tonight. That's why.
Yeah, no, it's okay. We're going to go. I will be very short. Thank you guys for both doing this. Thank you, Simon, for agreeing to this. Thank you to everybody hanging out. Don't forget, everybody, we are still running the charity. If you make it to $1,000, I will convince the rest of the Roads Home crew that apparently we need to have a reunion. And indeed, good luck. And then yeah, $1,000, and I will subject myself to the Lord Math experience again. I love you, Simon. I love you, Trooper. Okay, but I will subject myself to the Lord Math experience for $1,000. Hi, Trooper. We mentioned you and you've returned. And then we'll be back here on Sunday for the fallout of this whole thing. It'll be great. And then Monday for the fallout of Vampire. I did spend a bunch of hours today chatting with PB about the very toxic Sapphics. It'll be great. It'll be fine. But thank you all for being here. Thank you all for staying. Let us see if there's anybody up we can raid. And then, actually, no, PB's up. We're just gonna go raid PB. We're gonna go raid into PB. It'll be fine. Send her some love, send her some joy, and see what we can do from there. But I hope you all had a great night, and I thank you all for being here. So we'll see you next time.